Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to the Speakeasy, sophisticated sports talk with the best in the game. I'm the man behind the bar and a sad Cowboys fan today.
Sad.
Care Bear Kieran. And I'm joined here with two former Philadelphia Eagles. They didn't play today, but they're taking a win, apparently. Mr. Emmanuel Acho.
Hey, so now you're in a bad mood because on Thursday's show, after the Eagles lost, I saw all 32 of them teeth. All of them. Top row, bottom row. And now that the Cowboys are lost, it seems like you shedding tears.
He was dancing all that.
He was doing all this and all that. And now look at you.
My defense is... They played football today. They participated in the football. A man who had good defenses and bad defenses, and really made defenses look as bad as mine did today. A man that looked like Rico Dowdle today, but his entire career. Look, Shady McCoy, how we doing today, man?
2-5 in the building.
How you strong black brothers doing? How y'all doing today?
I'm doing great, man.
Well, real quick, did you see them Panthers? How about the Panthers, though? But listen, I ain't hating no Cowboys. Hey, that was a tough game, man. Yo, them Panthers could get tough at times.
Panthers and Giants losses. It's nasty
I can
right
tell
now.
it's going to be a show.
It's going to be a show. It's going to be a show for sure.
First off, Dolphins drama.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
Yeah, Dolphins drama was crazy.
Or the press conference?
All of it.
All of it.
All
of it was
that
crazy.
game, though, real quick.
Bruh.
We have a full slate.
I turned it off.
Yeah. Because that was blouses.
I thought it was over.
You thought it was over.
Then I look back like they won?
Yeah.
Nah,
Care Bear, what we got, G?
It's crazy. We got a full slate. We got to talk about them. We got to talk about Baker looking like an MVP still. And we have to start off by talking about the Sunday night game. The Chiefs dominate the Lions at home 30-17. Patrick Mahomes looking like the MVP that we know he is, looking like one of the best players in the entire world, like we know he is. To start off here today, what type of statement did they make out there tonight?
I think the Chiefs always remind you that you cannot forget about them. The moment you start to feel like, the Chiefs have lost it. Chiefs still have a losing record after 5 weeks. The Chiefs are sitting at 2-3. How are the Chiefs ever going to bounce back? The moment you ever feel like you can forget about the Chiefs remind you why they went to 3 Super Bowls in 4 years. The Chiefs remind you why they were on the verge of three-peating. The Chiefs remind you why Patrick Mahomes is one of the best quarterbacks that's ever lived. The Chiefs remind you why Andy Reid is legitimately the best coach that's ever lived. Travis Kelce reminds you why he is indeed a first ballot Hall of Famer. And also shout out to Chris Jones for stepping up to the plate. He got called out after last game. In this game, he did make an impact. I believe he may have had registered half a sack. If not, at least he was responsible for a many huge sacks. So the Chiefs really reminded us why they are still considered a championship caliber team. And you have to consider them a championship caliber team for the foreseeable future.
This is why I can never count the Chiefs out, because they find ways to win. Right? You talk about the Lions coming in town. Everybody's so hype on them. Really good team. A lot of experience, explosive on the offensive side. They find ways to get turnovers. At times, they get pressure. But the Chiefs just kind of dominate this whole game. If you watch the game from the first quarter to the fourth quarter, the Chiefs dominated. They look like the old Chiefs. They found ways to take shots, convert on third downs. Kelce found ways to get in the mix. Patrick Mahomes look like the old Patrick Mahomes. I can never count out the Chiefs, man. That's why I still think that they're still the top team in the AFC, because they are the Chiefs.
And you know what's crazy is the Chiefs beat you in your mind before they ever beat you on the field. What Dan Campbell said was, we got to go out there and we got to get 30 points in order to beat the Chiefs. That's why Dan Campbell and the Lions at the goal line in the first possession of the game, they're sputtering, they're figuring things out, they're running fake plays, all because of the fear of the Chiefs. The Chiefs haven't done anything this year to put fear in your eyes, but because of the presence of the Chiefs, because of the presence of Andy Reid, because of the threat of what Patrick Mahomes is capable of doing, now all of a sudden, the Detroit Lions, you're down there at the goal line and you're doing things that are very uncharacteristic. And so, like Shady said, the Chiefs really dominated this game. And I think the most important thing that has to be said, the running game finally looked competent.
Yes.
Like Patrick Mahomes has led the team in rushing this season, but has led the team in rushing far too many games. Isaiah Pacheco, 51 yards on only 12 carries. That's a winning caliber performance. Kareem Hunt, 23 yards on 6 carries. You're talking about 18 carries for a total of 74 yards. The Chiefs can win with that. Mahomes will give you his 20 to 30, 100 yards. The Chiefs can win with that when they get that 100 yards cumulatively. So I love what the Chiefs were able to do. Obviously, the Lions secondary is banged up, but the Chiefs, it's crazy as it is to say, because I think they're only sitting at 3-3. The Chiefs are still a top 3 team in the AFC.
But it's still early, though. That's another thing. It's like they had a lot of hard teams they played against, right? When you win a lot of games, you get harder schedules. That's how it works. But it's still early. They're still kind of gelling, getting each other together. I think the Chiefs, we're going to see them in the playoffs this year doing what they do best, and that's win games because the Chiefs win. If you watch this game, the way they played the Lions, first of all, you can tell it's two top elite teams because they both are going for it. Fourth downs, we got to go for it. We got to make sure that the defense, right, we dominate. We don't know if our defense can hold up. All I'm saying is it's hard to have that experience. It's hard to have that winning it factors that the Chiefs have. And no matter how bad they look at times, they don't look as explosive, they lose close games. No matter what it is, they find ways to win. Like right now, they're sitting at 3-3 and they're 2-1 at home. Y'all telling me y'all don't think that the Chiefs is going at the end of this thing going to be at the top of the tournament?
And that's what's crazy.
You get what I'm saying?
That's what's crazy.
As bad as they look right now, nobody would bet that, you know what, I don't think the Chiefs is going to go far in the playoffs.
Yeah.
You can't do it.
That's what's crazy.
They look like they've continuously got better, though, as well. Like, even last week with the Jags, they shouldn't have lost that game. They shouldn't have lost that game. They made too many mistakes at the end of that game. But even we were watching it and we were saying, man, Pat out here dealing.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes looks back to MVP form, back to 2023 Patrick Mahomes right now. He's been unbelievable.
Bro, you know what's crazy? If we're being honest, and I'm not trying to be hyperbolic, number one, I lost my voice. Number two, it's a chill Sunday. If we're being honest, this may have been the most impressive win any team has had this season, all things considered. Why I'm saying that, the Detroit Lions were blatantly a top 3 team in football going into this game.
4-1.
Had the longest win streak in all of football, 4-1. Their only loss was week 1, first game with a new offensive coordinator. And the Chiefs not only dominated, they dominated that game handily. Patrick Mahomes, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. You get 100-plus rushing yards collectively between your 2 running backs and Patrick Mahomes. Travis Kelce has a season-high 78 receiving yards. You get some dimes in there dealt to Juju Smith-Schuster. Xavier Worthy made a couple plays here, a couple plays there. Hollywood Brown, he did his thing. So if you really factor in all things considered, this Chiefs win over the Detroit Lions was probably the most impressive win by any team all season, given how good Detroit is.
Ooh, that was actually what I wanted to ask you guys next. Detroit, I have questions about Detroit. In my opinion, when you look at their record, they look a little fraudulent. I'll be honest, they do look a little bit fraudulent. Their wins are over the Browns, they're over the Bengals, they're over. I believe their other win was over the Ravens, who aren't a good team right now. The 2 good teams that they played, the Packers and the Chiefs, they lost by double digits to those teams. So I was going to ask y'all, are y'all disappointed in the Lions? Do you think that this is who the Lions really are, or was it just a bad night for them?
I have to say this, man. I'll let Oscar go first. I don't know what it is with these Cowboy fans, man.
Oh my gosh!
Like, what you mean? They're a fraudulent team.
I don't think they're as good as maybe their record indicates.
But you gonna tell me how the Cowboys is good? You know what?
Here's why. I wouldn't call the Lions fraudulent, because if the Lions are fraudulent, every team outside of the Buffalo Bills are fraudulent. You know what I mean? Even the Buffalo Bills lost to the Patriots, albeit the Patriots are sitting at 500, if I'm not mistaken now. The NFL is about as clustered as it's ever been through 6 weeks of football. And who's the best team in the NFC? Eagles? Well, the Eagles are coming off of 2 atrocious losses. The Lions? Well, the Lions, they just lost to the Chiefs. The Bucks lost to the Eagles, and they really got blew out by the Eagles, if not for Baker Mayfield trying to come back later in that game. Who's the best team in the NFC? The Rams? The Rams got 2 losses, and they didn't even look good versus the Ravens today. Who's the best team in the NFC? I don't know. In the AFC, who's the best team? The Bills? Oh, you mean the same Bills team that just lost to the Patriots? The Chargers? Oh, you mean the Chargers that lost to the Giants? The Chiefs? Oh, you mean the Chiefs that are at 500?
Sounds like parity in the league.
1,000%.
Yeah.
And so given how much parity there is in the game of football right now, if you beat a 4-1 team, particularly a 4-1 team with a really good track record like the Detroit Lions over the last 2 years, it's a gigantic victory. Well,
it's still early in the year. It's really hard to see who's really good and who's really bad just because how early it is, other than I think the obvious teams. You know what I mean? But I truly think that the Lions, they're not a fraudulent team. They're a good team. They play good ball. They've been playing good ball this year, last year, the year before that. They coach very well, and they're determined. I can't sit there and disrespect the Lions like that. They're a good team.
Let me ask you this, 2-5, because this is interesting. Are the Lions the best? Who's the best team in the NFC right now? Disregard the Eagles. Obviously, you have to say the Eagles. Your jersey in the Hall of Fame there.
No. It's not because of that. They're the defending champs. We're making a whole big deal about a team that dropped 2.
Yeah,
right?
back to back.
But I mean, they're a good team. Look at the roster. You look at what they've done. I always talk about like when does the resume matter?
Okay.
A team that struggled early last year, found a way to get it together, and then they start rolling. Why can't they do the same? If I did it before, why can't I do it the same?
So right now, 2 best teams in football, you would still say are Eagles and Chiefs?
This is why I would say, like, this is how you could determine if a team is really, really good, right?
Okay.
If I said, okay, Acho, you had to pick from the NFC side. If you had to take your whatever money you got in your account, and you had to pick a team.
Yeah.
Do you feel comfortable putting your money on the Eagles to come out the NFC, or you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get that.
AFC, right? I would say I feel safe to put my money on either the Chiefs or the Bills.
Yeah, 1,000%.
You get what I'm saying?
1,000%.
That's how you make and know, okay, who would you put your money on if you had to?
Yeah.
If the mortgage was on the line. You know what I mean? If I had to spend money to get my son back or my daughter back, what are you going to do? And I'm putting all my money on the Chiefs and the Bills, and I put my money on the Eagles.
Yo, I hope my kid's future isn't dependent on Jalen Hurts.
Wow.
I just
You
hope
don't.
not.
You hope
come on
that?
now.
You hope not?
I hope not.
I hope not.
I don't get that. See, that's funny you say that.
I hope not.
Because
That's a lot of trust to put in Jalen.
But when you look at a player that's done the things he's done in such a short time, think about it though. Like he had moments like this last year where he might have didn't play well and throw the ball well. And you know what happened?
Yeah.
It ended up in confetti.
You're right.
You get what I'm saying?
He's not wrong about
Yeah,
that.
you're not wrong about that.
What you got for us, Kevin?
I got a better one for y'all real quick. Because Baker Mayfield is playing phenomenal.
Yeah.
Playing phenomenal right now. If you ask the world, who would you put your money on? Right? Baker Mayfield and the Bucks to do what they gonna do? Or Jalen Hurts and the Eagles to do what they gonna do? Everybody's gonna take the safe bet with the Eagles.
We could ask the chat.
I mean, we could ask the chat. We could ask the chat.
I'm saying if you had
in big 2025,
one quarterback to take out to the promised land. If I had one quarterback to take me to the Super Bowl out of Jalen Hurts or Baker Mayfield, right? Because Baker Mayfield he looks great right now.
Yeah.
He looked good last year though.
Yeah.
The last 3 years he's really been looking good. But I can't count on him to take me there. I can count on Jay because I seen Jalen do it.
We'll talk about Baker
yeah,
later.
if I had one offensive
Keep it
line
real.
or one running back or one wide receiver room, 100% I hear you. But we do have some super chats to get to. Jalen Gator 7 said, y'all think anyone gets suspended for the little scuffle at the end of the game,
Well,
potentially
what
hurting the
happened?
Lions secondary even more?
What happened?
We got video right here. Brian Branch ended up just absolutely muffing Juju Smith-Schuster in the face.
Yo.
Now look at
Yeah.
look
And
at
he
Juju
ends up
not
running
gonna
back.
do nothing.
Oh,
And
that
this
was
just caused an all-out brawl.
Why Juju fight his own
Oh,
teammate?
is he tackling him?
Juju, I mean, this is just not a look. Not a good
Juju,
look
now
for
all
Juju.
that to do what?
Yeah, just not a good look for Juju right there.
The problem is, bro.
Can we run it back real quick?
Yeah, run it back,
Yeah,
run it
yeah,
back, run it back, run it
I'll
Because
back.
if
show
I'm
you
gonna
at the
get involved, I'm gonna get involved. So boy, I get slapped. Boom,
Juju
bang.
got a slappable
So
face,
I get the
though.
mad jump like, all right, what's up now?
You say Juju
And then,
got a smackable face.
He do,
But what he did, he didn't even do it. What's he
He
doing?
didn't do
Yeah.
anything.
No, but I mean, to be honest with you, Brian Branch, this could be a suspension worthy thing. I mean, you see Juju Smith putting his hand out there. I don't know if there was maybe taunting that happened before.
Bruh, you know what's funny to me?
They can't afford any
There's
suspensions.
usually like a post-game rollover. Juju probably said something, did something slick during
Yeah.
the game. Brian Branch said, don't worry, I'm going to remember that. Brian Branch rolled upon him after the game, and he took care of what he wanted to take care of. I remember Aaron Donald during one game was waiting for the game to be over. Shady, you probably remember this. He grabbed his helmet, no shoulder pads on, and he went on the field and just charged up somebody. Players don't forget. If you try a player during a football game, make no mistake about it. When that game is over, they are coming for theirs. Oh, we got a close-up?
Yeah, no, we got
got
a
a
close
close-up?
up.
Yo, he went to
You'll
shake
see it
his
right
hand,
before.
though.
He literally went to go shake his hand. So
Yo.
look, so Juju's
Pull it up, Ron, pull it up.
Juju screaming, doing his thing. He walks over to Brian Branch, puts his hands out,
Bam!
boom, gets muffed right to the
I
face.
hate-
But
hate
Juju
violence.
acting though. Juju acting.
Is
All
Is he
that-
acting?
Run it,
Whenever he tried to fall, yes, he
all
was
that-
acting.
all
But
that
yo,
acting, bro.
just don't act super tough and gangster though, and then put your hand out. Know what I mean? I respect that because he must have said some disrespectful, did something to him. Because you're not slapping nobody in the face for no reason.
Why'd he grab his helmet like that? I'm
Yeah, I
telling
don't
you.
know.
You don't think Juju got a slappable face?
I'm not gonna say another grown man got a slappable face. Does
Like,
he do some slappable things?
That's
Maybe.
my point. That's what
Yeah,
I'm getting
yeah,
at.
yeah.
That's my point. Juju does all that. He be playing too much. He
Yeah.
be playing too many games.
He's a little
Yeah.
different.
Like, and
He's
you
a
know,
little different.
I played with dudes in the locker room like JP. JP didn't like people who played all them games. Jason Peters played 41 years. Shady knows JP Braithwaite. JP, if you played all them little silly games,
wait.
JP wasn't about them little silly games. Bro.
Yeah.
Bro gonna say he played 41 years.
My
I
man.
don't know. Damn, what?
I was on the phone yesterday though, or 2 days ago. He was like, "Yeah, I played 21 years, but they didn't count my 21st year." I'm like, "What?" But real quick, when a player in the NFL, let me tell you something. When a player gets slapped in the face or something happens, they're doing something to cause that.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Talk
Like,
about it,
you
Shady.
just hit me hard and I'm mad at you. Nah,
We are victim
you
blaming
must have
here.
said something disrespectful or.
In the
Yeah.
league, there's
I don't mind that though.
I don't mind it
Some
at all.
dudes need to get a kick in the ass sometimes.
that's it.
You know what I mean?
That's it. A little one of them quick ones.
Bam!
A little quick two.
I think they're saying that. I think the chat saying that Pat went to dap him up, and then he disrespected Pat. So then Juju said something, and then he ended up getting slapped in the face. I don't know.
Believe that because he put his hand up too, though.
It be like that. Hey, what's up with the chat, man? I miss y'all in the chat.
No.
Talk to me.
Yeah, we got some super chats.
What's he talking about?
I'm getting absolutely flamed right now, fellas. I'm not gonna lie to you. We had our resident Chiefs. I'm sorry, Panthers fan reset. Keep pounding. How about the Cowgirls? We also had 214 Mr. DFW, a home Cowboys hater. I had to say it's Chris from Dallas. Hey, Karma Bear, keep that energy from Thursday. Dallas is the only city where the team wears their team rating on their helmet. 1 star is quiet now.
Yo, that's a bar right there. Can you read one more time?
It's Chris from Dallas. Hey, Karma Bear.
Karma Bear is crazy.
Karma Bear is crazy. Keep that energy from Thursday.
Karma's Bear.
Look, man. I'm gonna keep it the same. I've said our defense was trash.
Get it
okay?
off your chest.
Our defense is trash. All right, man. Dang. Goodness gracious. No, that's what we got. We got some more super chat. No, but back to the first super chat though about this. Do you think that there could be suspensions from that?
Hell no,
scuffle?
there better not be.
Okay.
There'll be a $50,000 fine for Brian Branch, a $100,000 fine for Juju. Juju took off his helmet, tackled him to the ground. That's it. No blood, no foul. Everybody get over.
There's a whole bunch of wrestling.
Yeah, last thing I wanted to hit on this Chiefs and Lions game though before we get up out of here is Pat an MVP candidate this year again?
No.
Is he back in that conversation?
They 3-3.
No?
Man.
No, 3-3.
3-3.
You got guys like Baker Mayfield with 12 touchdowns, 1 interception. We'll get to Baker later. I don't want to make this a Baker conversation, but no. At the end of the day, Shady's right. They're 3-3.
Baker
if it was 5-1, Pat's the front runner.
When they get healthy though, say they roll off 8 straight games.
Hell yeah, let's have the conversation.
Okay. We'll have the conversation. 1,000%. I hear you then. All right, well, moving forward, we got to talk about the Chargers and the Dolphins. What a day. What a game. Like you said, Shady, you just turned it off and then you end up coming back. They find a way to lose. They snatch defeat from the jaws of victory once again. And Tua Tagovailoa, yet again, stood in front of a microphone and had some things to say. Let's go take a listen.
Well, I think it starts with the leadership in helping articulate that for the guys. And then we're expecting out of the guys, right? We're expecting this. Are we getting that? Are we not getting that? We have guys showing up to player-only meetings late. Guys not showing up to player-only meetings. Like, there's a lot that goes into that. Do we have to make this mandatory? Do we not have to make this mandatory? So it's a lot of things of that nature that we got to get cleaned up, and it starts with the little things like that. Yeah. Well,
I got a lot to say.
He was also. I'll add this in because it's not the video. He was asked afterwards to clarify. Are you saying that players weren't showing up to the team meetings or they were late? He was like, yeah. What are we doing?
Where my one shot, Rome? It's over in Miami, and it's over for Tua Tagovailoa, and it's over for Mike McDaniel, and it's over because of Tua Tagovailoa. Tua, you don't realize you just shot a bullet, but that joint came right back at you. If players don't show up to a players-only meeting, it's because they don't respect the leader, and the leader of the team is the quarterback. Players aren't not showing up to the players-only meeting because they don't respect Chris Gear. They're not showing up because they don't respect Mike McDaniel. They're not showing up because they don't respect you, Tua. They're not showing up because they don't believe in you, Tua. They're not showing up because they don't believe that players-only meeting is actually going to materialize into anything substantial, Tua. So the players not showing up to the players-only meeting is an indictment on you, Tua Tagovailoa. You are the leader of that team. You are the highest-paid player on that team. You are the captain of that team. You are who everybody's supposed to get behind and follow. Tua going up to the podium and saying we have players not showing up to players-only meetings indicts no person greater than it indicts himself. Now, with that being said, there's not enough reverence within the walls of the Miami Dolphins for the quarterback, and there's not enough reverence for the coach. I've been a part of a couple players-only meetings in my day. The most professional one I'll say was when I was on the New York Giants for 6 weeks there. Justin Tuck, Super Bowl champ, Antrell Roll, multiple-time All-Pro, Pro Bowler. They called a players-only meeting. OCU Manura, Mathis, Kiwi. We were all there. And we're there because we respect Tuck. We respect Andre Roll. We respect Kiwi. Like, we're there because we respect the OGs. It wasn't a Tom Coughlin thing. It was a players-only meeting. So if players aren't showing up for a players-only meeting, they don't respect the lead player. Not they don't respect the coach. Not they don't respect Stephen Ross, the owner. Not they don't respect the general manager. They don't respect the player. My last thought, 2-5, because I know you about to take this joint home too, is I think Tua's fed up. Tua got to the podium today and was like, hold on a second. Before y'all start blaming me, it's Tua. We got dudes that are not committed. We got dudes not showing up to players-only meetings. Tua finally started snitching because he didn't want to be the only one to go to the principal's office. And we all been there before. Somebody get caught cheating, and Tua's like, well, he's cheating too. He was cheating too. Tua wanted to be the only one not to go to the principal's office, but you can't be snitching as a QB 2-5.
You know what? As I watched this interview, him at the podium, I hated it. I truly did. I just feel like for Tua, man, it was soft. If you got a problem with your players, address them. They not showing up, address them. You telling the media, so now everybody like got an answer to who's not coming to the player meetings and who's not showing up. Where you the quarterback, I look at guys like a Baker Mayfield. I don't know how talented people may think he is, but I will tell you this: people gonna show up to the only player meetings because they respect him. They don't respect Tua. They don't respect you because you do stuff like this. You go to the media to tell them the issues that's going on in the locker room, instead of you being the quarterback of the team, the leader of the team, to see on your chest to go check them. This is terrible. This is why the Dolphins can't win. This is why the Dolphins can't win the big games. This is why. Because our leader can't be a leader. Our leader can't be real. Our leader can't be tough. Our leader can't be honorable. He can't be legit. Because you're going to the media to get some sympathy. Why y'all not playing well? Why y'all not winning? So when you ask me this question about, I'm so over it. I think the tour of Miami is done. I'm not saying he's soft as a player, but some of the stuff I hear, this is soft.
It is. It's embarrassing. Yeah, and the reason it's so embarrassing is because, like, under no circumstances a teammate can you start snitching. And the worst part is, don't dry snitch. If you got some, put an address on it so it don't get lost in the mail. Because here's what Tua Tagovailoa did. Now, all week long, beat reporters, media analysts, and everybody that gets in front of a mic has to now start to ask, who skipped the meeting? Because if we don't start asking who skipped the meeting, we're not doing our job. And we can't afford to be as bad at our job as the Miami Dolphins are at their job. So it is journalists' responsibility, analysts' responsibility, beat reporters' responsibility to find out, well, who the hell missed the meeting? So now the entire Dolphins locker room is going to be bombarded with the questions of who hasn't gone to the players-only meeting. But the problem is, 2-5, and you know this, you can't force somebody to respect you. That's a relationship thing romantically, and that's a relationship thing in sports. I can't be like, LaShawn, respect me, I'm the leader. Shady never said, Acho, respect me when we was on the football field. I respected Shady because of the way he carried himself. I respected Shady because of the way he played the game. I respected Shady because of all pros, because of his Pro Bowls. I respected Shady because he's an all-time leading rusher for the Philadelphia Eagles. Shady never came to my locker and said, Acho, respect me. And so the dilemma the Miami Dolphins have at this point is like, Tua, you can't force somebody to respect you. They got to respect you by your game. They got to respect you by the way you approach situations. And this right here, it's the last straw. It's the last blow.
I think it's very dangerous, though, too. The narrative that he's pushing right now. Just because are they getting everybody, or trying to get like you said, Shady, trying to get the media on your side whenever things are going wrong instead of talking to your teammates straight up is a diabolical behavior. And also, I think it's pretty telling that every former player I've talked to about this matter or has seen it has gone out and said, bro, that's on you. If you're leading a players-only meeting and nobody shows up, it's because they just don't like you, bro. I'll be honest. They don't respect you. They just don't respect you.
I mean, but hold on, because there's a lot more here in the sense that if they don't respect them 2-5, I think Tua's got to go. There's no way to re-respect a quarterback once you've lost respect. And here's the other thing, if you notice, Tua already, I believe, has talked to the players because Mike McDaniel said that Tua had addressed the players privately. And now Tua's now addressing things publicly. Devon Achane, the running back, he said we don't have enough accountability. The entire Miami Dolphins organization is a complete cluster, and y'all know how to finish that sentence. It is a complete cluster right now. Chris Gears, the longest tenured general manager without a playoff win. Mike McDaniel, he goes to podiums and he acts like he doesn't know how to speak the English language. And Tua Tagovailoa is now sitting to the podium dry snitching. And so the Miami Dolphins organization, who do you want to follow there? Do you really want to follow the little scrawny head coach who hasn't led you anywhere? You can't really follow the quarterback because the quarterback's now dry snitching, and the quarterback doesn't have the necessary embodiment to be followed either. Tyreek Hill, he quit on the team last year at the end of the season when he walked off the field first. Then he had to come back and apologize, and he's hurt, so you can't even follow him. Jalen Waddle, he's never been able to be the vocal leader because Tyreek Hill's always been there. A-Chain, he's going on what, year 2? Who am I supposed to follow there? Jalen Ramsey, we shipped him off. Then we begged to get Minka Fitzpatrick back. Who are we supposed to follow there? I do not know who the Miami Dolphins are actually supposed to look to and say, you know what, that's our leader.
It's supposed to be the quarterback.
Yeah. They don't have an identity.
When a quarterback get paid that type of money, he's going to be there for a while, right? Who else you going to follow?
Yeah.
Coaches can only lead you so far. You need guys in the locker room to step up and take charge. This is my team, right? Act like it. When I watch Tua, I don't think this is his team. He don't act like it. He like a guy that's on the team that's trying to get people's popular opinions.
Yeah.
Because why else would you talk to the media? Like, real quick, in the football world, players really don't like the media. Mm-hmm. The media's job is to make chaos, right? Good or bad, but make chaos. Why are you sitting up there telling the media what's going on in the locker room with your players? That don't even make sense. Yeah. And you want people to follow you? Shit.
Hey, Shady, if you had to decide between Tua and Mike McDaniel, who goes first?
That's a tricky one. Because I don't think McDaniel's the type of coach that can lead a group of men either, though. Right? I think he's flashy. I think he get a good offense, right? But I don't think he's a head coach. I don't think he's a head coach. I think he's a really good offense coordinator. Mm-hmm. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. I think sometimes we get so wrapped up in how great, a coach does for his offense and the play calls and the plays he makes and how explosive the offense is and the stats. What about the part of like managing and running a team and being a leader and people following you? You can't follow McDaniels. I remember in his first interview, I'm like, is he a head coach or he's like a really cool coach? You get what I'm saying? He's making jokes. You can relate to him. Yeah. I need a coach walk in the room and I respect him off the rip. Yeah. If he comes to the locker room, I'm not going to disrespect him, but like you joking, you like a player. Yeah. So that's one part. And the two part is I don't think he's the starting quarterback. I don't see him as like a franchise guy. So that's a tough one, man. That's like if you like oranges or you like apples. I don't know.
Kieran, I need you to do something for me.
Well, they both should be going.
Yeah, I think they both should be going. Who's more to blame in this situation?
They both are.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like Batman and Robin, dog. It's both y'all fault.
They both need to go.
You know what I mean?
Do something for me. Go back to the clip. I want y'all to watch something how I watched it. If we can go back to the clip. We're not ready for it yet, but when he is. Notice how I feel like Tua's talking to the media as though it's a therapy session. He's almost looking at the media to side with him, which is never how it's supposed to be. Like, look at Tua's cadence, look at his demeanor, and then even look at his enunciation. Like, Tua's talking to the media as though the media is his mom, his dad, his siblings. Like, he's looking for sympathy from the media.
This was the problem with Cam Ward said earlier. Whenever you're speaking to the media as if you're disgruntled about the team, instead of telling the team that you're just like you're not supposed to show publicly that your house is not in order. You're supposed to say, "Oh yeah, like look, we're working through it as a team or as a unit." Instead, he's playing a blame game. We got the video right here.
Play it real quick. Not all of it, just a bit.
Articulate that for the guys, and then what we're expecting out of the guys. Right? We're expecting this.
So soft.
Are we getting that? Are we not getting that? We have guys showing up to player-only meetings late. Guys not showing up to player-only meetings.
Why are you saying this?
There's a lot that goes into that. Do we have to make this mandatory? Do we not have to make this mandatory?
Pause this. You know what's crazy, 2-5? It just dawned on me right now. How many of us knew the Dolphins had a player-only meeting before today?
I didn't know.
I didn't know. Karen, you know?
No, not at all.
So none of us knew. Exactly right. None of us knew the Dolphins had a players-only meeting. And now we not only know the Dolphins have a players-only meeting, we know players skip the players-only meeting. And all because you told us, Tua. You told us all this information. Like, it's like when you arguing in your house and then you leave your crib and you start airing out the dirty laundry. Tua, nobody knew that there was a players-only meeting, and nobody knew you skipped it. The point of a players-only meeting is so it's players only. Not so it's media. Not so it's coaches, not so it's Emmanuel Acho, LaShawn McCoy, and the entirety of the Speakeasy and all y'all watching. The point of a players-only meeting is just the players. But I will say this, Mike McDaniel to the Philadelphia Eagles does have a good ring to it.
Y'all are sick, man.
It does have a good ring to it.
Y'all are sick. Y'all are greedy. Y'all are greedy and y'all are sick, man.
Mike McDaniel to the Eagles has a phenomenal ring to it. That's all I'm going to say.
Over my dead body will y'all get Mike McDaniel. Oh, my God.
We'll step right over your dead body.
Y'all don't need that, bro. Y'all don't need it, bro.
Crazy.
Y'all do not need it.
Like AI on Ty Luke.
Yeah, like, come on, man.
Anyway, let's talk about a team that actually does have a good offense in the NFC. Let's talk about the Buccaneers getting another victory, have the best record in the NFC, and Baker Mayfield playing at an unbelievable level. We have a video right here from today. I mean, just look at it. He's running away with this MVP.
College teammate.
That's terrible.
Oh, yes, he is. He fights through the sack.
That's even worse right there.
Oh, my goodness, he's done it again. Oh,
that's terrible.
I mean, what's happening right now?
Whole bunch of nobodies missing tackles. Who are these guys?
Don't do that too
far.
No,
I'm gonna be honest.
Don't
though,
do that too
Can anybody
far.
name anybody that missed a tackle?
Don't do that too far.
Y'all didn't know the numbers. 47. Who is that?
Yeah, I mean,
I know Baker's a great play.
Yeah.
Great play. But I just want to talk about I don't know who 47 is, 56. I don't like, we just.
Here's what we can do.
Number 20. Who are these?
I know Mike Hill
Who are
Williams
these
number
guys,
98.
though? Who are these dudes?
Here's
Look,
what we
come on,
can
man.
do, though.
Come on. Baker is playing
Bro,
unbelievable. He's not supposed to make that play against anybody.
Bro, this was nice. This was fantastic. Who are these? Look at this. Who does this though? Who do that? Baker Mayfield shaking you a stick. Who's doing that? I'm not even hating.
Shady, you're hating.
Bro, listen.
I'll tell you.
You're hating. You're hating.
This play,
You're absolutely hating.
Okay, well, let me say this then. I think Baker Mayfield right now is number 2 MVP right now. Number 2 guy for MVP right now. I'm giving it to
Josh?
him. Behind Josh Allen, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they're not even. Yeah, they're not. Come on, man. Tighten up. They're not close.
Come on.
Anyway,
They close right now.
what?
I'm not saying in talent and whatnot. I'm saying in an MVP race.
Shady, you're hating right now.
You
can
hating,
I,
bro.
can I
You
establish
hating.
Shady's
Wait, real
hating?
quick.
Can we establish that Shady's hating?
No,
Shady,
wait,
you hating
y'all
a
let
little
me
bit,
finish.
bro.
All I'm saying
Finish.
is because he
I'm tired.
Don't put him in front of. Jaheim and Josh. Don't lead him.
Baker Mayfield is above Josh Allen in the MVP race
Yes,
right now.
he is right
and it's
now.
not particularly close.
He is right now.
And it's not particularly
I'll
close.
pass the mic. Go ahead,
Thank you.
bro.
Thank you. I'll receive
How?
the mic.
Josh Allen.
Yes. Yes.
I ain't about to waste my time with this.
Josh is
They're not even in the same class.
Of course, as a talent, they're not at all. However, Baker Mayfield this season is outplaying every quarterback in the National
It's been
Football
6
League.
games.
Yeah, we said right now. I didn't say he's the MVP for eternity. He's the MVP today, Shady.
Okay.
said you-
I didn't know they do this in 6 games.
If he passed the mic, ain't it my turn to talk? Ain't that what happened when you pass the mic?
I think so. I think it is your turn.
Goodness
Go ahead.
gracious, people. Now,
some decorum.
Baker Mayfield is the runaway MVP right now in the NFL. Number 1, his record suggested 5-1 with some legitimate wins. Number 2, his statistics suggested 12 touchdowns to only 1 interception. Number 3, this is not like this is luck, nor is it fortune. He ended last season, and he had last season strong as well. Baker Mayfield is just really a legitimate quarterback. And think about what Baker Mayfield did today. No Chris Godwin, no Mike Evans, Emeka Buka hurt, Bucky Irving didn't play, and another 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Baker Mayfield plays the quarterback position more consistently from a mentality standpoint and more consistently from a physical standpoint. I would suggest that maybe any other player in football plays their position. Every single Sunday he comes to work tough as nails, running people over and doing whatever the hell it takes to advance. 3rd and 14, whatever it takes. Has to throw dimes, whatever it takes. Finding dudes on post, on goals, on nines, on comebacks, whatever it takes. Whatever you need from Baker, he gives it to you every single game. I'm putting respect on his name. What's wrong?
Come on,
What's
man.
wrong, Shady?
Come
I
on,
literally
bro.
said nothing
This
wrong
is crazy
there.
though. Like you,
Nothing I said was wrong.
no, but bro, it's been 6 games. We giving MVPs in 6 games.
We always do. We
How
said,
many
who's the
games-
You
front
have to have
runner?
a favorite.
You have a favorite
You
right
have a
now.
favorite
that's-
right now.
I guess
Literally.
that's the TV stuff. I
Do you-
get it.
do you think
I
he's
guess we gotta
capable
do
of-
it for the job, but I can't. I'm sorry. I don't even know much about people in 6 games. Y'all do? 6 games?
Shady, we've seen him play against the Seahawks. We've seen him play against the Eagles.
He's balling,
We've
bro.
seen him play against the Niners.
Yeah.
Like we've
I think-
seen him
I
play,
think-
and you've seen him in Shady. I'll say this: in 6 games, you've learned a lot. It's not like they've been up by 40 points in all the 6 games.
Yeah.
They've had every different variation of NFL game in all 6. They've been trailing and had to come back and won.
Yeah.
They've been trailing and had to come back and lost. Philadelphia Eagles. They've had a consistent blowout win today against the Niners, if you will. They had a game where it wasn't even Baker's fault. The Jets block a kick, take it back. Baker has to lead them again, and they win. Like in these 6 games,
I hear
we've
what
learned a
you're
lot.
saying, but what I'm telling you is, just because I'm not praising him like y'all, that don't mean I don't like him. I think he's a good quarterback. He's playing well. I've never seen him play this good. I'll give him credit. I'm just not going to put the pom-poms on and just say, yo, here's your MVP trophy in 6 games. I can't do that.
I'm not saying
And
that.
another thing I can't say that you better than Josh Allen. Can't say that right now. How can you say that? They 5-1 too, right?
Yes.
Okay.
He's outperforming Josh Allen is all I'm saying. I'm not saying he's a better quarterback. Shady.
Listen,
I
man.
haven't lost my mind.
Right. But
He's
what
just outperforming the man.
Because he needs to.
That's true too.
So if the Bills need Josh to do them certain things, he can do it.
That's fair.
He can do it, yeah.
That's fair.
All right, so I look at the whole picture here, right? And I think Baker's been so bad for so long now.
No. That's a lie.
Okay.
That's a lie.
For that long.
That's a lie.
I didn't even finish. He's been great this whole time?
No, but the last 3 years
Okay,
he's been good.
so let me say,
He's
so
bad.
he's been bad for so long, and now he's turned this whole thing on. He's looking good these last 3 years. That's why you feel like that. That's why everybody can't wait. A really great player that does bad, right? Are we going to talk about that? A player that's been bad, and now he's nice, and now it's like he's a new person. It's like 2 different numbers. We going to praise that. That's why
Yeah.
y'all acting like that.
Yeah.
Right. So what I'm saying is, yo, I love what he's doing. I love it, but I just need to in 6 games, I can't just give him that right away.
That's
I can't
fair.
do it.
But here's my
I can't
problem.
do that.
Here's my
I can't
problem,
do
though.
that.
And Care Bear, this goes before Speakeasy. This goes to Shady and I doing shows in the past. Here's my problem with Shady's take on this. Shady keeps kicking the can and kicking the can. I need to see more from Baker. I need to see more from Baker. I need to see more from Baker. Eventually, Baker's going to stop showing him good. And then I told you, Shady, Baker's given you 2.5 seasons
But time out.
of really good quarterback play.
What do you want me? I say he's good. He's a good quarterback.
I'm saying.
What do you want me to say? I'm not. I can't put him with the elite guys. Who the elite guys?
Josh.
Okay.
Pat.
Okay.
Lamar.
Oh, right.
And maybe Stafford.
Burrow's not in him no more because
He
he's
hurt.
hurt.
Yeah,
Okay,
he
cool.
hurt.
I can't put him up with them guys yet. I can't do it. After the 3 seasons y'all talking about, I can't do it.
That's not the conversation, though, Shady.
But when we talk, y'all, he wants me to do that, and I can't. I'm sorry, I can't. I think he's doing well. I think he's doing great.
But can you?
He's playing well right now. He's playing winning football. The reason why they are winning is because of him.
But say,
I give him that love.
Here's my problem. You're downselling it.
Yeah.
Playing winning football is like Mac Jones is playing winning football.
I just said he's
Baker
playing-
Mayfield is playing elite level.
He's playing at an elite level. He's playing.
Like,
I didn't say he's not.
Can you agree that
I
he's
didn't say
playing
he's
at
not.
that level through 6 games? Can you agree that he's playing at the level of those guys?
Through the 6 games, he's playing well. He is playing well. He's playing phenomenal right now.
Thank you. That's
what other words let me use.
Phenomenal.
I said phenomenal. Playing great.
Yeah.
Great. But when we had his talks, and he wants to, when we off schedule or not off the screen, right? He wants to talk about Baker, and I'm like, yo, I can't sit here like in real life and be going back and forth with you when you say things about Josh Allen. I'm not going to have a Josh Allen Baker Mayfield.
Of course.
I'm never going to have that. But you want me to put him in there.
But I want you to say this.
I can't do it.
But you can say this.
Like right now, his team is playing better than Patrick Mahomes. I can't fix my mouth to say, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That he's better. No,
But no,
I don't think saying that the
Made me
MVP
throw
race
up.
is the
Tripping.
best player.
But can't you say that through a month and a half?
Through 6 games.
Yes.
Yeah, through 6
They're
games.
winning. Like,
Bro,
it's
I don't-
2-5. If you and I are watching a race and Usain Bolt is running, if Usain Bolt is losing through 50 meters, we can acknowledge, oh, Usain is losing right now. I'm not saying the other cat's going to win.
Well, I don't know much
I'm not saying the other cat's better. I'm just saying
Yeah.
right now, Baker Mayfield is winning the race.
I don't know much about track.
Okay.
I don't. But I'll say this. There are some teams right now that's 4-2 that won't finish the year out going to the playoffs.
Yeah.
That might happen.
That's true.
Yeah.
So I don't want to play this game with all that. Right now, today, Baker Mayfield is balling.
Yeah.
He's probably playing top 1, top 2 best quarterback in the league right now, the way he's playing. I give him that. It's a long season, though, dog. Okay. That's all I'm saying. They 5-1 right now, or something like that forward. They playing well. They doing their thing. I don't know. I mean, I give it to them, but
Care Bear,
I
I
just
heard this.
can't. I can't do what you doing. I can't do that.
I heard
with
this, Care Bear. This is a quick aside. Maybe the most important thing I'll say for everybody watching this show I'm about to say. It was a psychologist said that the reason most relationships fail is because individuals are always looking for the worst in their partner as opposed to looking for the best in their partner. That's why most relationships fail. When somebody's looking for something to happen and something bad happens, you say, oh, I knew that was going to happen because my partner is a failure, as opposed to saying, oh, that happened, but that was an outlier. I feel like that's what LaShawn McCoy is doing with Baker Mayfield.
Well, why,
it's
though?
like, Shady, you're waiting for Baker to fail.
Who's saying that? Who's saying that?
Last year, he had a phenomenal season. This year, through 6 games, he's had a phenomenal season. He's just, I won't say phenomenal, but he's just now,
But wait.
he's just really good. He's elite.
How am I waiting for him to fail? I say he's playing phenomenal football
Because
right now.
you keep saying, I can't put him there. I can't put him there.
Can you put him up there?
Right now.
yeah.
You put him up there where?
Right now.
You putting him up there with who?
What does he have to show you?
Because he's playing this. He started talking about all these freaking counselors and all this other stuff. Are you going where are you putting him at?
Right underneath. Like,
underneath. Okay, cool. All right.
He playing at the top 10 level right now.
Obviously,
top 10's cool.
This is my thing, though. This is my
yeah.
thing. The conversation
Yeah.
right now, I feel like, is about like, oh, what is he doing this season? Like in this individual season where we're gonna have to give out an MVP award for this season, who the most valuable player is. Right now, through 6 weeks, he's been the most valuable player. So I think he deserves to be in that conversation. And he's playing at a level that I don't think most people thought he would.
Yeah.
He's playing at the same level as Pat and Josh Allen through 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Now he has to do it the rest of the season, and I agree with that.
Yeah.
But I think right now, he's playing well. No, I don't think many people expected this.
Nobody.
We got some super chats.
Why didn't you expect that? He's number 1 pick overall. Why wouldn't you expect that?
Hey, I mean, because it hasn't happened up till the most recently. Most recently is really where.
Well, what's
Well,
super
you
chat-
pay him some money, so I expect him to do his job good. What?
All right, we got some super chats. Julius Rosewood said, Bucks beat the Seahawks and 49ers after they beat the Rams. The Bucks are 5-1 and have yet to have Mike, Godwin, Bucky, and Ibuka all on the field together yet. Nobody's beaten that team at full health. Damn, the Bucks fans, they talking crazy already.
But they are balling though.
They are balling.
I like the Bucks though in the NFC. I like the way they play.
Maybe the most important thing about the Bucks is the one team that owns the NFC historically, the Philadelphia Eagles. The Bucks aren't scared of. That might be the most important thing that nobody's talking about. Like the Bucks, though the Eagles beat them this year, you could suggest the Bucks have the Eagles number. Like if there was one team that you trust in the NFC to beat the Eagles, and you can't really trust any team, but you could suggest like that one team is the Bucks. The Bucks have beaten the Eagles in a season like the Eagles are having this year, 2023.
Yep.
Eagles went to Tampa Bay. A.J. Brown was not there, albeit, and the Bucks beat that Eagles team. So the other thing that not enough people are talking about is the juggernaut of the NFC. The Bucks have proven to, at least at times, be a kryptonite to that Eagles team.
Yeah, I'd say them and the Rams for sure.
Eagles played the Bucks
This year.
Did we look great when we played them?
No.
Early on, they
We didn't look great when we played them. Did we win?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
So how you don't have us ahead of them?
I do, but I'm suggesting that the one team that can be the Eagles' kryptonite has proven to be the Bucks.
Okay, all right. You know what,
what I'm
guys?
saying?
You know what,
Like-
guys? All right, hold up, real quick.
What, Shady?
Real quick.
What?
Let's do it, because now I got to do this, because it's just so much Buck love. Because the Bucks are balling right now, but let's not get carried away. So in the NFC, right, if I play this game where I make you your money in your pocket, in your bank account, if you had to empty that thing and bet on one of these teams to go to the big dance, do you trust the Bucks or do you trust the Eagles?
Eagles, of course.
Okay.
I trust the Eagles.
The Bucks or the Rams? Only be one
That's
team.
the conversation.
It's a really good conversation.
I don't think it is.
Conversation.
I don't think it is.
This
Both
year's a
teams
really
won
good
Super
conversation.
Bowls. I mean, like
What you mean?
like as of recently, both teams have like won Super Bowl. The
That don't count.
I mean, I guess you
What are
had
you talking
Brady
about?
and whatnot.
Brady, that
Bowles was still there though,
Bro,
Like, come on,
my man. That's way. It's like
I know, obviously.
new head coach, Tom Brady. Like
They got a quarterback playing at the MVP level. That's what happened the last time they won a Super Bowl. I'm just being honest.
that was crazy.
Come on. Is that crazy?
He's gonna break his mic. You do that.
I'm
Care
saying,
what
bro.
else on the menu? G, what else on the menu?
Well, we gotta keep it on this game for a little bit because the 49ers, they were looking like a serious contender after beating the Rams, but now things have taken yet another turn. And guess what? When it comes to the 49ers, it has to do with injuries. Fred Warner dislocated his ankle today. He's out for the season right now. I mean, it's just been injuries on injuries on injuries. Their two best players on defense hurt. If we go over to this tweet right here, you'll see all of the players who are injured currently for the 49ers. Fred Warner, Brock Purdy, George Kittle, Brandon Ayuk, Ricky Pearsall, and Nick Bosa. Multiple of these guys with season-ending injuries. Is their season over?
Bro, you got 5, 1, 2, 3. You have 5 Pro Bowlers. You have
talking about the All-Pros.
2.
Yep.
You have 4 All Pros
There
not
it is.
playing.
There it is.
Right, and then if I ask y'all, because y'all talking how great this game was for the Bucks, who the hell was playing defense today? Can y'all name me any
No,
players?
but to JD's point, I mean, the whole Niners roster hurt.
Yeah, Emmanuel Acho was out there playing defense.
Basically,
Today. That's crazy.
knock knees and all.
Y'all crazy though. Y'all is crazy. What you see what I'm saying?
No, for real.
I can't sit there like.
I hate to stop laughing so hard. It wasn't that funny.
It
wasn't that funny.
They going crazy though.
You know what I mean? Like, calm down. It wasn't that funny. The hell? What's wrong with y'all?
wow.
I hate to say the Niners season's over, but the Niners season's a wash. You can't lose 2 defensive MVP caliber players. 1 legitimately in Nick Bosa. 2, Fred Warner's bound to get one before his career is over and anticipate you still have a season that is. And the most frustrating part of this, the Niners had built a team that was ready to make a playoff push. You'd built a coaching staff bringing back Robert Saleh that was ready to make a playoff push. But without Fred Warner, you're lost. Fred Warner's the glue. Fred Warner is the glue that holds the defensive line and the secondary together. Hufanga, he's gone. Dre Greenlaw, he's gone. Nick Bosa, he was gone. But so long as Fred Warner was there, that was all you needed. He was the kind of player that can elevate everybody around him. Several Niners defensive players are a force, but Fred Warner's that force multiplier. He takes the talent of everybody around him and he multiplies it. And you saw what happened when Fred Warner left that game today. So prayers up to Fred. Fred, get healthy quickly. Fred, obviously a fan of your game, a friend of yours. I just hope Fred gets
Real quick
healthy.
before we leave this conversation with the Niners, I disagree.
On what?
The Niners ain't just done though.
Really? Educate me.
Did y'all watch the game today?
Yeah.
So as much as we talk about all the guys that were out for the Bucks, there was a lot of guys out for the Niners, and that was a good game. If the guys that we don't know who their names were made them tackles, the sack against Baker Mayfield.
Yep.
The game was different. They down one. It was 3rd and 14. The third quarter was going to an end. That game was up and down. A lot of scoring in there. A lot of moving the ball.
But here's the hard part, though, Tufan.
I don't know, dog.
If you
get Kittle back soon, right?
Can you trust the Niners to outscore everybody? Because 30 points is hard to put up. They're going to have to do that.
But watching this game and watching the last 2-3 games that Mac Brown has been.
Mac Jones.
Mac Brown. Yeah, that's bad dude from Texas. There's a lot of bad. Anyway, Mac Jones.
Yeah.
Bro, I hate to do this. He ain't look that bad. He made some bad reads late in the game.
Shady, early in that game, that pick six that he
we got to go to a super chat here. Josiah Truong said, Shady, don't even say that Mac Jones and Brock Purdy are the same. Mac Jones literally dropped the whole offense. Purdy would have won the game.
That's probably fair. Today is the first time I can say that.
I can't say that,
Shady,
bro.
here's why. Mac Jones got sacked, I think maybe 5 or 6 times.
Okay.
His lack of mobility was just so grotesquely apparent. That was my dilemma. Like, this was one of those games
So
where
y'all felt he played awful today?
Yes.
He didn't play
I think
awful.
he played bad today.
He didn't play awful.
The reason I say awful is the turnovers. That's the only reason I say awful.
Yeah.
Is because they started the game 7-0 because through a pick. I'm watching the game and I'm upset. And I'm upset for Fred because I'm like, dang, Niners defense, y'all just gave up 7 points. And that was all Mac Jones. But if you read the stat sheet, all you see is Niners defense gave up 7 points. Niners points per game moves, and that was all Mac Jones. Should have been a pick 6. The Bucs player didn't know how to stay on his feet. So only reason I say he played awful, Shady, is because of the turnovers. But outside of the turnovers, I thought he played well.
Yeah. I didn't think he played terrible. I mean, in the last turnover was like, okay, it was a gimme type thing. You got to force it out downfield. I don't know. I'll say it again, man. When Brock Purdy comes back, we gonna see how it looks. Because I think when I watched with my eyes and they work, the offense, what they have out there, they don't have no real superstars out there. That's another thing. They got McCaffrey and a lot of role players, correct? That offense is rolling with Mac Jones.
Learn his name, LaShawn.
Mac Jones.
Learn his name.
Yeah. Anyway. But Mac Jones, the offense is running a lot smoother with him. But we gonna see.
Yeah.
Because Brock Purdy's good.
Time will tell.
They moved the ball with Mac Jones. I'll say that much.
Today, come on,
today
man.
what the turnovers
Bro.
did kill their momentum though multiple times.
Mac Jones. Why you say Mac Brown?
I don't know.
Texas is so weak. That's what it is, how weak Texas is.
I'm not talking to you right now.
I'm gonna
Care
ignore
Bear,
the Texas is
what
weak
else on the
statement
menu?
because the city of Dallas experienced a 1 win this weekend. It was my Longhorns, but my NFL team let me down tremendously.
Oh, you like the Longhorns too?
Yeah, I'm a huge Texas guy. Yeah, Dak Prescott and my Dallas Cowboys went to Charlotte and got. We lost. We lost the game. It was a game in which Dak Prescott played good yet again at an MVP level.
Why
Yet
Shady
again,
smiling like that, bro?
he had 817 pass yards in the last 3 weeks, 11 touchdowns, and 1 interception. And in those 3 weeks, the Dallas Cowboys have given up 90 points. 90! Sorry, let me take a deep breath before we get to this topic because I know the chat's about to go crazy about this. Fellas,
Yo, Shady killing me.
are the Cowboys defense really just letting Dak down and this Cowboys team? Because I think they could be a playoff team with this offense. We can say, oh my God, man.
You want to answer your question?
The Cowboys are wasting a Dak Prescott MVP caliber campaign. But the biggest mistake the Dallas Cowboys ever met, and I'm about to say a name that you might not know, was letting Al Harris walk out that building. Al Harris was a defensive back coach, and the Cowboys defensive backs look utterly lost and confused. Al Harris helped Deron Bland get paid. Al Harris helped Trayvon Diggs get paid. But then when Al Harris went to be the Chicago Bears DB coach and pass game coordinator, the Dallas Cowboys defense is about as gross as you will see ever in the NFL. Matt Eberflus, defensive coordinator, I have no idea what he's doing. It's 4th and 3 with the game on the line. You're in press man, but you're not pressing. The operative word of press man is quite literally press. 4th and 3, game on the line. Why the hell are you playing 8 yards off? I learned in college, and I wasn't even a safety or a cornerback. I learned in college, if they got to get to the sticks and it's 4th down, you put your heels at the sticks and you don't back up. You make them carry you past the 1st down marker. So I got no idea what the Cowboys are doing. I know they're wasting the Dak Prescott season.
Yeah. Oh, Dak, huh?
It wasn't Dak's fault.
Everybody else's fault but Dak's. I get it. I'll just say this, man.
You're nasty, bro.
I love the respect. There's 2 Ricos I love the respect. One Rico is from Pay the Full from Harlem. You see Pay the Full? You know what it is? Hey, Rico from the Panthers. The brother had 239 yards.
Oh, my goodness.
Who did he play for before the Panthers? Who was it?
Cowboys.
Oh,
The
it's the
Dallas
Cowboys. Hey, yo, listen. This made my whole night. This made my whole day. I just hate how, like, when the Cowboys lose, it's like it's everybody else's fault but Dak's. And I'm not saying it's Dak's fault, but why we just can't talk about the Cowboys in general? Why we gotta make it like a Dak Prescott thing? They lost the game, man. Quit all this MVP talking all that bull crap. They lost to the Panthers. But then again, the Panthers are pretty good, man. Them Panthers, they fight. Keep pounding.
You're nasty, man. You mentioned that the Cowboys defense played so disgusting today. They had Rico Dowdle out there looking like LaShawn McCoy.
Come on, man.
He broke the Panthers' record for, I think, for single game, like all-purpose yardage. Man. He also he had something to say at the presser. I'll let you guys
turn
take
it
a
up,
listen.
man. Turn it up.
Keep pounding.
They weren't buckled up.
Oh, that's what he had to say? Oh.
They asked him about the Cowboys in this revenge game. Said they weren't buckled up. Also, $10 super chat from the Dallas Eagles fan that hates on me. He said Rico Dowdle was knocking the Mario coins out them boys today.
Yes, he was. That was a good one. That's a good bar right there.
Look, man, look. Dak Prescott had I'm sorry. Yes, that last drive, we could have made something happen a little bit more. I think there was two bad play calls. After that, you were behind the sticks. You had a great performance today by George Pickens. The run game didn't really get going as much. He tried his best to keep us in that game. The problem is the Cowboys are just not going to win that many games. We're giving revenge games up to Rico Dowdle. Rico Dowdle and revenge don't have any business being anywhere near the same sentence, okay? Who cares about losing Rico Dowdle? I do today, I guess. But yeah, he did.
That's hate.
It is hate. It is hate. Because my defense is generationally ass.
Yeah.
That's why. We are bad.
Magic City parking lot.
Magic City parking lot.
Straight
Straight ass,
for
man.
watching this game, dude. Brian Schottenheimer got some nice play
Yes,
calls.
sir. Shoddy's
I know we won't get Dak all this love. Yo, he puts him in a great position offensively.
Shoddy's
right?
nice.
Because as watching the game, and I'm just from being in the offensive side of the ball, I'm always watching like, okay, how's he getting his special players or superstars the ball in space?
Yeah.
He does a lot of that. From the play action, everything looks the same. And Dak is playing well, right?
Yeah.
But it makes it easier when your coordinator is putting you in the best position to succeed. So, as much credit we going to give Dak, can we give Brian Schottenheimer some love too? Because he's balling out
No
too.
doubt. But I mean, can we pull this up, Kieran? Pull up the 4th and 3 if we have it.
Yeah.
Rome, I need them. If y'all watch nothing else today, just make sure y'all watch this, because this is the epitome of the Dallas Cowboys. With the game on the line, it's 4th and 3. Pause it at the front of it. Pause it right here. Keep it paused. Keep it paused. Keep it paused. Run it back to and pause it. 4th and 3. Obviously, y'all are the most brilliant fans of any show. The yellow line is the sticks. Cowboys are in man. If you go to the top of the screen, you see the Cowboys are in press man. Why is there somebody at the 32-yard line if all the Panthers need to get to is that 37-yard line? Put your feet at the yellow, worst case, and do not back up. Why do I see 2 defensive players behind the yellow line? Now let it play. Let it play, please. It makes no sense. Like, and you make them get off the jam on 4th and 3. This is remedial football by the Cowboys.
To the defense of the Cowboys. So look, they lost. A bad team found a way to lose. Let's stop acting. There's so much more to it. A bad football team lost a game to another bad team. That's all that happened today. That's all that happened today.
Bro, losing to the Panthers is bad.
The thing about what I'm saying, though, like, I think sometimes we overthink it. We overlook it. The truth of the matter is a bad team that's not really talented at all lost to a... You think y'all talented?
On offense.
Here's
We're playing. We're half a team right now.
My only defense, Shady, did you realize this? 27-27, 6 minutes, 40 seconds left. The Panthers went all the way down the field, 15 plays, 71 yards. They used the entirety of the 6 minutes, and then they kicked a field goal to win the game. That's the only reason I can't blame Dak. I can't blame the running game. I can't blame anything else. They went 15 plays, 6.5 minutes, 71 yards, and the Cowboys never had a substantial offensive possession again.
So wait,
Louses.
when it was tied 27-27, the Cowboys had the ball, and then they gave it back to the Panthers. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So they could have
put points on the board.
But we don't want to talk about that. You see what I'm saying? How I hate when we do this. It's a team game. It was 27-27.
Yes.
The Cowboys had a chance to go up there and score. Or at least get 3. And they did not. They did not do that.
He's not wrong.
They punted the ball back to the Panthers. You know what they did? They took 6 minutes and they went down there and they go all the way down there and they kicked the field goal. You see how this football thing works? I hate when people do this because I played this game for a long time.
Is Kieran about to cry?
And who's that?
Is Care Bear about to cry?
He always looks sad. But real quick, the real truth is, like, sometimes in football, we work together. And so if the offense was playing so great, finish the drive. Get points. They didn't do that. Hey, Bryce Young, keep balling, dog. Hey, not keep balling. Keep pounding. Keep pounding.
Look, Bryce Young, you mentioned him at the end of the game. While trailing the Cowboys, he was 10 of 10, 125 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, and a 158.3.
Can you say it again?
Perfect passing. When trailing the Cowboys, because he was behind, because my offense is really good, and we would never be in a bad position to get smoked by the Giants like y'all did with Jalen Hurts. But when we were trailing, Bryce Young lit our defense. Our defense is sorry.
I mean, you know what's crazy? I'm waiting on Bryce Young to turn a corner, and I hope this is a game that he did. Bryce Young came on a show with Shady and I previously. Bryce Young does this, though. He shows you incredible flashes, and then he has a couple low moments. We need more flashes and low moments. I do know this. I think this is Bryce Young's first time in his NFL career where he's won back-to-back games. First time since 2021. The Panthers have been at or above 500 since Week 14 of 2021. So I will suggest Bryce, I hope, has turned the corner. Looks like the Cowboys have turned the corner, and it also looks like Kieran's getting flamed in the Super Chat.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
You know what he need though? Because like I've been around Bryce, we're cool, right?
Yeah,
Had this show
money.
together a couple times. Bro, it's okay to have a bad side, dude.
Yeah.
I think he's trying to be just all the time, just saying the right things, doing the right things. No, have an attitude. It's okay. Curse sometimes. Listen, you believe in God, I believe in God, right? I think some players, sometimes they start talking about all the religion and this and that. Like, well, I'm religious too, dog. I think you need to have that type of, you know what? I'm gonna come to Charlotte. I'm gonna take you out. We gonna
Where's he need to go? Okay.
We gonna get a little bad.
Yeah.
Because he needs a little attitude. This piss me off.
Yeah.
One thing Baker Mayfield, you'll talk about him. You think I don't like him, but I do. I like Baker has that pissed off attitude sometimes. Things ain't going right. F it.
So what does he need?
Bryce,
Delilah's?
he needs
Magic
that.
City?
He needs to have a F it moment. I get so mad, I have to snap out. Because if you see him, he's always calm. He's always cool. He's always collected. Say a curse word.
Just one.
You know what I mean?
Does it matter which one?
Slam a glass in the bar. Boom. Like, show me some pissed off emotion. He needs that.
But can he, like, what if he says, God dang it?
That
Like,
ain't, see, that's what how he
Gosh
plays.
darn!
God dang, I missed that pass. That's what he does now. I didn't see, hey, a wide receiver mess up. Get on him.
What the hell?
Catch the effing ball. He's just too, I always say this, though. I say this in football and I say this in boxing. When certain players in a position role is too nice, too respectful, it don't go well. Patrick Mahomes is a great dude on the media and all that. When we get in that game, he gonna let it fly. Tom Brady, I'm talking about everybody I played with. Tom Brady's another dude, always great guy, smiling and all that. We get in that game, he gonna let some of them words fly. Attitude gonna fly. Who else I played with? Mike Vick was always cool, but here and there, Mike Vick turned gangster a couple times. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you need to have the other side. It's like the good angel and the devil angel. Bryce, it's okay to go to that devil angel. Hey, it's third quarter, man. Come on, wake up. We need that. We need that.
I'm not sure you're supposed to talk to the devil angel. First off, is it a devil angel? Is it just the devil?
Like I hate to do this too.
Do it.
Dak Prescott. I don't think he has an angel. I think he got like a real good angel. He don't have that bad one though. Because they get in the fourth quarter in the playoffs when they need it most. He's too nice of a guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's too nice.
That's facts. Like, you can't go to Gabriel. You got to go to Lucifer.
Come on, man.
What's Michelangelo going to do for you on 3rd and 15 trailing the Niners? You know what I mean, Care Bear? Like, it's time to go to
and then you say, sorry guys, to let you guys down. We don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
Why is my team always the team?
Well, I was giving you examples of different quarterbacks.
I hear you. I was hearing what you were saying, and I agree. Like, I get where you're coming from. I'm just thinking, why is my team always the subject of this young struggling quarterback had a great performance?
Yeah,
maybe this is what's going to get him back on track. We did it with Caleb Williams. We thought Russ's career was alive again after he played the Cowboys.
But I'll show real quick.
We suck
on some of these like quarterbacks though. Like, I'm being serious now though.
Okay.
Do you ever see like, there's some quarterbacks that like be good guys and all that, but they have a switch they turn on.
Absolutely.
Right, and I think those are the best ones.
Yeah, absolutely.
You
know
what
what's
I'm
crazy?
Think
You're
about
right.
that though.
Because like to me, Josh Allen seems like a real cool dude.
Man, Josh is no sucker.
Yeah.
I watched, man, I ain't gonna get into that. Josh is he's solid. Everything you see, he's like that. You know what I'm saying? If things ain't going well, he gonna turn the other switch on. Like you need
Pat
players
seems
like
super
that.
nice though.
Yeah, but
Pat
Pat
Mahomes,
turned the
got
switch on.
that. Yeah.
Pat is nice. Pat's a great dude. The interviews, his voice, that's all real.
Yeah.
If things ain't going right and we ain't playing well, he gonna turn the other switch on. He gonna let people know. Y'all probably don't see it, but I've been there. I watched. Okay, meeting rooms, we playing bad. He gonna let y'all know. You gotta have another side, another switch. I think all the best quarterbacks I've ever seen, they have two switches.
I feel it.
They have two switches.
Care Bear, where we at, G?
We have super chats. Terrence said the only thing that made the Eagles loss this week any easier was knowing that the Cowbums also lost. We got Boomer. Boomer. Yeah, you know what happened. But you say Sugar Bear, keep the same energy you had towards the Eagles.
Bear!
They're also calling us the Magic City Cowboys, which is
I'm tweeting that. The Magic City Cowboys
is absolutely insane. Well, let's talk about another team that lost this week. The Browns fell short to the Steelers today with a pretty subpar offensive
my boy in the
performance.
game, man.
Dylan Gabriel finished with 52 pass attempts, had 221 yards, and I think he threw like 2 picks or something like that. But this is a video we have of Shedeur looking on while trailing late in that game, 23-9. Backup quarterback. Is it Shedeur time? Is it perfect timing now for Shedeur to come in there? I know it's just one bad game for Dylan Gabriel, but is it Shedeur time now?
It can't be Shedeur time yet because you have to treat Dylan Gabriel like a rookie. Like you can't treat Dylan Gabriel like a bum. You have to treat him like a rookie.
Yeah.
Now, with that being said, the Browns offense has to eventually do something. Their longest play today was only 18 yards. That's not enough to do anything substantial in the National Football League. No touchdowns, no interceptions. 52 pass attempts, though, and you only had 221 yards. He's just out there stomping grass and kicking up dust. That is Dylan Gabriel. But we got to treat him like a rookie. Cam Ward is 1-5, if I'm not mistaken. And he was the number 1 overall pick. And his offense doesn't have talent either. Jackson Dart, 1 game, looked great. Week 2, lost against the Saints. By week 3, had a dominant performance against the Eagles. Dylan Gabriel looked good against the Vikings. Week 2, looked bad against these Steelers. Who knows what's going to happen week 3? We have to treat Dylan Gabriel like a rookie. We can't treat Dylan Gabriel like somebody who we're trying to move off of immediately. Yeah. Because if you move off of Dylan Gabriel prematurely, you're going to have to move back. When you move off of Dylan Gabriel, you need to know he's not good enough and that Shedeur Sanders is the guy, period. Not, well, let's see what Shedeur's about. No, you move off of Dylan, you got to move off of Dylan for good.
Yeah, let's say next game Dylan goes out there and has a he who shall not be named from the Bills that was Shady's teammate that threw 5 picks. Say he has one of those type of performances.
That's it.
You cut. You bench him.
You move on.
Okay.
They ain't gonna do it. They ain't gonna do it. They don't like Shedeur. It's like, I mean, you can't hide it no much more. Like there was a discussion about if a guy from the practice squad should be the number 2 quarterback. Now, granted, they made Shedeur number 2, but it was how's that even a question? I've been on the roster since game 1. But I'll just say this though, it's always been Shedeur time, right? You go on a season with Joe Flacco as your quarterback. Like you didn't take this year serious.
Yeah.
Why is he starting? But I will say this though. Dylan Gabriel, I mean, he didn't look terrible. He's a rookie.
Correct.
Right? He showed me something. I think Shedeur is probably better.
But the problem is, Shady, like, if you're truly the Browns, how do you play it? You can't move off of Dylan Gabriel for being mediocre. You can only move off of him for being bad. You know, you move off of rookie quarterbacks for being bad, not mediocre.
But if he's bad, right, they're still giving him grace because you're a rookie.
Yeah.
The number 1 pick you just said is not playing well.
Correct.
Right? Why the rookies just get benched when they playing bad?
Correct.
It don't happen like that.
The only thing is he has to play awful, right? We saw Cooper Rush. Cooper Rush got 2.5 quarters. Snoop Huntley went in for the Ravens today.
Yeah.
Cooper Rush got $6 million this offseason, y'all. Supposed to be the backup. $6.2 million, $4 million guaranteed. And Cooper Rush got benched because he was bad. Joe Flacco got benched because he was bad. Dylan Gabriel has not been bad. He just hasn't been good.
But you know what? The way he plays, I see he's a smart quarterback. He knows where to go. He reminds me of Tua a little bit, right? Like he knows where to go with the ball early, right? Not a super strong arm, right? Small. He's a little guy. He's a little dude. But I'll say this: he's never going to look terrible. I also never know
because he's too smart of a player to look terrible.
Yep. Like he'll read the coverage. He knows where the ball should be at.
Yeah.
Here and there, you might freeze him. You know, you might disguise really, really well. But overall, he's never going to look bad to you. He's like today. Like he threw the ball a lot of times, but he didn't look terrible today.
Correct.
Right. He didn't look like very, very good, but he didn't look terrible.
That's the thing. Shady brings up a
He
great
looked like a
point.
rookie.
Like Dylan Gabriel has a high floor, but he also has a low ceiling. So I think Dylan Gabriel stuck in between here.
Yeah.
I think Shedeur Sanders has a super high ceiling. I think
hell
his
yeah.
floor is probably lower than Gabriel's, but I think Shedeur's ceiling is way
I
higher than
don't think
Gabriel's.
they close though. Like it got so bad, I had to go back to watch Oregon, right? Just to make sure I wasn't tripping. I watched Oregon and I watched Shedeur. Nobody can tell me that he's better than Shedeur. You can't tell me that.
No, not at Shedeur's
You cannot
best.
tell me that.
Not at Shedeur's best.
You can't tell me that.
No.
I watched enough tape and I watched enough football and I know enough to see. When I watch these two dudes, I'll probably watch over 20 games just to make sure I wasn't tripping. There's no way nobody that watched both of their films would say he's better than Shedeur. Can't do it.
But is it fair? Is what I just said fair in that Gabriel at his worst is probably better than Shedeur at his worst, but Shedeur at his best is way better than Gabriel at his best. You know, because we've seen Shedeur go out there, take some mind-numbing sacks. Like literally, like, why are you still running backwards?
Yeah.
Forward is that way. We've seen Shedeur go out there and just like throw interceptions where it's like, wait, huh?
He don't really throw picks like that. That's
But
not-
we've seen it even in the preseason. Remember preseason we saw.
We've seen a few amount of picks because he don't really throw picks. That's just one of the things he do. He don't throw picks.
Sure.
But I will say this though, it's like if I watch a running back in college and he's really, really good, but he fumbles the ball a lot, I'm not worried about that. You know why? Because I can coach that. I can coach that up. If I see a running back that can't really read that well and he's like stumbling, his feet is, I don't want him because I really can't coach that.
Yeah.
He can't hit the hole. I can't coach that. When I see Shedeur and I see take these dumb sacks, some of that is the line's bad, but some of that might be coaching. You could teach him that in the NFL. Like, for example, we didn't see him run a lot in college, but if you watch him in the preseason games, he ran
actually
a lot.
ran a little bit, yeah.
Right, you get what I'm saying? He can run. So when I watch Dylan, he don't really run for real. He don't really run. I just think that Shedeur is a better quarterback, but it don't matter what I think. You know why? Because the Browns, they don't like Shedeur. They don't like him. They show it every time, though. They ask the head coach questions about him. He don't even want to address him.
Yeah.
Think about the little stuff you see. Like, you don't have enough respect to even talk about me. He keeps it real simple and real short.
It is crazy to me because the job of a coach really is to like get the best out of their players,
Come on, man.
regardless who the player is. And what we can all objectively say is the Browns aren't getting the best out of Shedeur. Like whether right, wrong, or indifferent, when Zach Taylor went to the podium and said, Jake Browning is our guy, that's the confidence Shedeur needs. He got rid of Jake Browning a week later. But at least he went to the podium and said, he's our guy. We're going to show you all about Aaron Glenn and Justin Fields momentarily. Under no circumstance should Aaron Glenn put his full confidence in Justin Fields. But he still went to the podium today and nearly got in a fight with the reporter because the reporter asked him, are you going to bench Justin Fields? Justin Fields had -10 net passing yards today.
Yeah.
But that's the kind of confidence you put in your quarterback. So Shady's 1,000% right. At minimum, the Browns aren't getting the most out of Shedeur. So in the event Gabriel does go down, you haven't done all you could to get the most out of that player. Imagine how begrudgingly Shedeur Sanders is going to have to go into the game now. Whenever that happens.
Can I ask you one question real quick? I just want to make sure I'm not tripping though. So let's say you talk about Aaron Glenn.
Yes, sir.
The Jets. Let's say he's at the podium and says, you know what? I still got a lot of confidence that Justin Fields can lead his team to the playoffs and the Super Bowl. If you're a player on the team, do you look at your head coach as like he's solid or he's a liar?
Liar. Boldface.
What you think?
Liar.
Okay.
Boldface.
Carry on.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Looking on the other side of the ball in that game, the Steelers been ripping together wins. They're in firm control of that division as well. AFC North is 2-9 over the last 3 weeks. The Ravens, Bengals, and Browns all 0-9. The Steelers with the only 2 wins. Fellas, Aaron Rodgers has been amazing as well. Is he exceeding expectations for you guys at the big age of
1,000%? If anybody told you that they thought the Steelers would be firmly in first place of the AFC North, you would have called them a liar. Now, nobody could have told you that the Ravens would suck and Lamar would get hurt. Nobody would have told you that the Bengals would suck and Joe Burrow would get hurt. We all would have told you that the Browns would suck. But if we would have said that the Steelers would be in first place after 6 weeks, everybody would have called you a liar. Every man, every woman would have called you a liar. What Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers have done, because the Steelers' defense has gotten better too. What Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers done by far exceeded expectations, and also Aaron Rodgers has gotten the last laugh. Because remember, Aaron Glenn had Aaron Rodgers fly all the way across the country to meet with him, Aaron Glenn, head coach of the Jets, and Aaron Glenn was like, hey, Rodgers, we good on you. Meanwhile, the Jets are sitting at 0-5 or 0-6, and the Steelers, I believe, are sitting at 5-1. So kudos to the Steelers. I think their record is probably better than they actually are as a football team, but kudos to the Steelers, and Rodgers has for sure exceeded expectations.
Yeah, I would say yes. You know, they're going to go to the playoffs. They're winning this division. I guess the nuance of it is, he's the only starting quarterback left in the division. You know, it's a whole bunch of backup.
Wow.
So
That's a really good
I didn't think about that. Yeah.
I don't want to pound too much on that, but I do think he's playing well. And they got something good there. They run the ball well. They're throwing the ball well for the most part. Defense is playing complimentary football. So I like what Aaron's doing. He is 40 years old.
Tomlin's going to get that team to the playoffs, and they're going to have a decent enough record. But can they win playoff games has been the continuous, question for them since they've had Ben Roethlisberger. So do you think come playoff time, they're a team that could make it to a?
I think, in this AFC, I think they can get you one. I think Shady brings up a phenomenal point. The Chiefs and the Bills are still probably going to end up in the AFC Championship game. Yeah. But the Steelers can get you one. Steelers are probably going to be the 3 seed. You know what I mean? Steelers are going to be the 2 or the 3 seed. Bills are going to be the 1 seed. Steelers are probably going to be the 2 or the 3 seed. Could be the 4 seed, depending on what the Jags got going on later in the season or whatever the Colts got going on later in the season. They'll host a playoff game, which means you're probably hosting.
I don't know if
you're hosting the Colts or you're hosting the Jags.
They say they host Denver.
That's as easy as it will get in the NFL playoffs. I'm not saying it's easy.
I don't know if they're winning that, though.
But in the NFL playoffs, if you can host Bo Nix or host Trevor Lawrence or host Daniel Jones, these are all realistic, viable options, or host Drake May, you buy that ticket every time. You know what I mean? If you can host Bo Nix, Drake May, or Daniel Jones.
Instead of Pat or Josh Allen.
Every time.
100%.
Every time.
I hear you.
Herbert.
Or Herbert. Yeah.
Yeah, or Herbert.
Herbert's in there. He's in that class still.
Yeah.
He's still in that box.
Every time, bro. But
moving forward, we talked about Justin Fields a little bit earlier.
Oh, let's see it.
He did have one of the worst passing performances in NFL history today. And head coach Aaron Glenn, while on the podium, was asked about, like you said, whether he was going to be benched or not. Here we go.
His numbers are not good from this game.
Wait, one it back.
Shady behave.
Justin's numbers are not good from this game. Is he going to be your quarterback next week, or would you consider? Look, he did not have a good game. I mean, I think it's a fair question.
Wait, is he cursing?
Is he cussing? I don't know. I think we might have lost audio there.
Hey, run it back. If not, I'll tell you what happened.
Numbers are not good from this game. Is he going to be your quarterback next week, or would you consider?
He must be cursing.
He did not have a good game. I mean, I think it's a fair question.
Yeah, no, I think
so.
A lot of bad language.
Maybe
essentially, they say, "Yo, is Justin Fields going to be your quarterback?" And he said, "Come on, man, what kind of question is that?" Reporter says, "I think it's a fair question. He did not have a good game." Aaron Glenn says, "In the NFL, you got highs and you got lows. You don't just quit on a guy after one bad game." That was close court. I've watched that interview so many times.
Wait, real quick. I just want let me just understand this because I don't be knowing everything all the time. You guys got degrees and stuff like that. So real quick, he was 9 for 17. 45 yards passing, 34 yards rushing, and sacked 9 times?
Yes.
Am I right?
He had 9 completed passes and got sacked 9 times. Had a net.
Bruh.
So if you calculate all the yards from his dropbacks today, it would result in negative 10 yards.
Come on, dude. Come on, man.
It's
what's the reporter supposed to say? What, you know what I'm saying? What you want? Yo.
That's like
what should I say? Your quarterback got 45 yards, man, in 4 quarters. Like, if you didn't watch the game, you thought he got hurt.
Yeah.
45 yards?
Yeah.
You're talking about a player.
9 times?
Yeah.
Yo.
It's time. It's time to try something new.
I've been telling y'all for years. The man can't play.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. He can't do it. But it was excuses after excuses. Well, the Bears need more help. Well, the Bears need more talent. Well. Okay, cool. Let's go to Pittsburgh. You play good, right? But then when you look at it, you get a whole bunch of field goals every single game. Okay? That wasn't good enough. Then you go to the Jets. Bro got 45 yards in a real game? Get out of here, man.
You know,
seriously,
the craziest stat, Justin Fields is the first quarterback to be sacked 9 times and have 9 or fewer completions since Justin Fields in 2021.
Yes.
Come on, man.
He's
breaking
also,
his own records.
Right.
I saw this earlier. He's also the only quarterback in NFL history to have 2 games where he finished with net negative yards on dropbacks.
Bro, I've seen a lot of games where you have like 60 yards, man, 50 yards. I've seen it.
Hold on, let me say this though, because in all sincerity, Aaron Glenn, either bench Justin Fields or fire yourself.
Ooh. Wow.
Because you can't sell out the other 52 players on the roster. So Aaron Glenn, you either make the tough decision of benching Justin Fields or you fire yourself. Don't even make Woody Johnson fire you. You fire yourself. It is inexcusable to put a quarterback on the football field that has -10 net passing yards. It's inexcusable to put a quarterback on the football field on 4th and 8 when you instill confidence in your quarterback over your kicker and he gets sacked on 4th and 8 with the game on the line. There is no play after that. There are no more timeouts to be used. It's completely inexcusable. So Aaron Glenn, for the sake of the other 52 men on the roster, you have to bench Justin Fields. Maybe it's a hard reset. Maybe it's benching him in perpetuity. But you cannot violate the work, the efforts, and the energy of the other 52 men for that one person. So either bench Justin Fields or you fire yourself. The options are simple.
You know what? I've seen this story before. And the problem with the NFL is guys are so arrogant. Who are you talking about, Shady? The GMs, right? The head coaches. Nobody wants to look like they're incompetent. Nobody looks like they don't know what they're doing. And when you watch Justin Fields with the Bears, they kept giving him another chance after another chance after another chance because nobody wanted to look like they didn't know what they were doing. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now he goes to the Jets, and this coach is like backing him and standing behind him. Aaron Glenn, brother can't play. 45 yards? -10? What, like?
But you know what else is crazy, Shady?
Come on,
Aaron
man.
Glenn can't coach.
He what?
Aaron Glenn can't coach.
Oh.
Let's just be honest.
It's his, hold up. It's his first year. I can't do
That's
that.
fine.
6 games in?
This Justin Fields a couple years he's in.
I'm not saying Aaron Glenn won't be able to learn how to coach.
But right now.
Right now. If a baby can't walk, they can't walk. Okay, Acho, they're just a 9-month-old. That's fine, but they can't walk. It doesn't change the truth. Maybe in 2 years they can walk. Aaron Glenn can't coach. Before half, what are y'all doing?
Yeah, that was
That
crazy.
was bad. That was really, really bad.
It's so bad that Garrett Wilson is walking off the field to his own sideline.
Yep.
Like, players are now disrespecting the coaches. Aaron Glenn, 2-5, he could have kicked the 62-yard field goal, I believe it was, to go for the win.
Yeah.
Instead, he chose to pass with Justin Fields. Their kicker, Nick Folk, I'll believe it was barely, but he made a 58-yard field goal 2 games ago. So would you rather trust Justin Fields? You want to trust Justin Fields, who has negative probably 2 passing yards up until that point, over your kicker?
Yeah.
You're not like, he can't coach. And I'm not saying he won't
These
be
are
able to
some
coach.
really bad
but
decisions.
right now, Aaron Glenn is as bad as his job as Justin Fields is. It's the 2 most important positions are both awful.
Does he make it through the season, or do you think that he deserves to be fired?
Oh, he gonna make it through the season. You talking about Justin Fields?
No, I'm talking about Aaron Glenn.
No, you can't fire dude for 1 year. He ain't even done
Why?
yet.
I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. Making the god-awful decisions he made today,
You
why
know what
not?
else? You know what else kind of
those are
pissing
bad
me off,
coaching
Shady?
decisions.
I don't like dumb. And he went to the podium and he said, I didn't want to kick a field goal. It was like 68 yards, 65 yards. No, it wasn't. It was 62. I need you to know that.
Yeah.
Because the difference in winning and losing that game is the difference between attempting the field goal and not. And if you didn't attempt the field goal because you thought it was a 68-yarder, that's fine. But it was a 62-yarder.
Yeah,
I don't like stupid.
Yep.
I need my coaches to be smart. So, and I'm not saying Aaron Glenn is not smart, but Aaron Glenn, if you did not know it was a 62-yarder, that is the difference between winning and losing a football game.
Yeah.
Attempting a 68-yarder is asinine, but attempting a 62-yarder in the 2025 NFL season,
and they had
let's talk about
a
the
timeout too, though, right?
I believe so.
Yeah. Let's also talk about the sequence before halftime. You run a fake punt, get it, run the ball, then you just let the clock run out.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Why even run the fake in the first place
Yeah.
Right.
if you weren't going to try to
That's a good
continue to
point.
score on the drive?
Good point.
It was like,
It was stupid.
They're like just bad. Like you said, they're dumb decisions.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Like your job's not safe when you're making those types of decisions.
Yeah.
And I gave him a lot of grace, knowing he's coming from the Dan Campbell school and whatnot. And yeah, Dan Campbell started off 0-8-1, I believe,
That's
to
true.
start
That's
off.
true. Yeah.
But guess what? Dan Campbell was fighting in those games. They were in games that they had no business being in. They were giving everybody a tough time. They were making good coaching decisions. They were going for risk.
Well, Carrie Bear,
This is ridiculous.
Carrie Bear, when you decide to get a coach, right? And for the Jets ain't the Titans. You know what I mean? They big time. Okay, and you say, all right, here's a deal for 4 years, whatever you do, right? You hoping that this guy's going to change the franchise.
Yeah.
So, what you think 1 year was good enough? You get what I'm saying? Like, you got to at least give him at least 2, at least 3,
No, absolutely not.
at least 2.
Absolutely not.
I feel shady on at least
Because
one and a half.
you gotta
At least
get
1.5.
you gotta get your players in there. You know what I mean? You gotta get your
But
For
Shady,
sure,
he would kill
there's a
them.
baseline level. Look
But
at
hold on.
look at who they're paying.
Hold on, though, for a second. He chose Justin Fields.
Yeah.
Remember, he outbid teams, people.
That's on
we know
him.
Justin Fields' agent closely.
But he might not know
He
how. But he
outbid.
didn't know how bad he was.
If
Like he
you're-
knew he was bad, but he didn't know how bad he was. Like he didn't know he was like terrible.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's some bad players that could kind of do decent, and there's too
But
bad.
like
you know what I mean?
You said, you know what, Steelers, I'm going to outpay you for Fields. And then you say Aaron Rodgers, your future Hall of Fame self, you're
that's
not
true.
good enough.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
Fields is? No. No.
Yeah, no, just does not make sense.
Terrible.
Doesn't make sense whatsoever.
At the end of the day, man, two brothers got jobs. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I'm happy about it as well. But I think he's got to be a whole lot better in that.
Talk
way.
about
Like
it.
positive and negative.
Chargers. We talked about the Dolphins earlier with Tua, doing what Tua does. But let's talk about the other side. The Chargers ended up getting a win. Justin Herbert back to looking good, back to looking like himself a little bit.
Justin Herbert made one of the craziest plays 2-5 I've seen all season.
Yeah, we got video of it
and
right
one of
here.
his best plays I've seen in his career, all things considered. First, look at the score, then look at the time. Dolphins up by 1, 34 seconds.
Pressure coming again. Herbert in trouble.
Wait, not what?
Lad McConkey.
Yo, hey, Care Bear, do this. Run it back. Pause it when Justin Herbert palms the ball with his left hand. Then he switches it to his right as he's getting sacked, if you can. Boom. Like, he had it in his left.
Yep.
Significant wins.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's why I really like what Herbert's doing now. He was making a lot of wow plays before, but some of those wow plays weren't amounting to anything. But now Herbert's making legitimate plays, and they're amounting to significant wins. Like, this was a very significant win. Chargers have lost 2 back-to-back games. Running backs, Hampton, running back Najee Harris, they're gone. Offensive linemen, they're gone. Offensive line is depleted. You cannot afford to lose to a dying Miami Dolphins team. Tua went 8 for 8, 57 yards. He marched down the field. Tua got his team on the board. Tua put his team ahead. I'm like, dang, Herbert, you finna lose this game? These are games Herbert would have lost previously. 2 years ago, Shady and I went to Charger Stadium, and we saw Herbert lose this game to the Dallas Cowboys. 2 years ago, we saw Herbert lose this game to the Miami Dolphins. He's not losing this game anymore. Kudos to him, man.
Yeah, no. We also got we got video here of Jim Harbaugh talking about the play, and he gave us another Harbaugh special quote.
Again, I mean, that play will be burned in my mind for till they throw dirt over top of me. Again, I mean.
Wait, what?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie.
Say that again. Wait, hold up, man.
Jim Harbaugh got that special. I don't know, man. He's something else, bro.
Like death.
Yeah, no, that's what he's talking about. He's like, that play will be burning in my mind till they throw dirt on top.
All right, so I wish I was a quarterback though, right?
Why you say that?
Because I like he made a great play.
Yeah,
he threw a 2-yard pass, and the wide receiver made it happen, and nobody said nothing about him.
It's not about
Lad McConkey.
You see how crazy that is, though?
Yeah.
Yo, he threw a 2-yard pass.
No, don't do that, Shady. Don't do
No, you know what? For the people,
it was a solid play.
Can we show it one more time?
Run it back.
Yeah, we
Think about this though. A 2-yard pass, and we look at this. He went for 60 yards by himself. Look,
Shady,
look at that. What? Look at this. Come on, man.
That
was a 50-yard pass. A 50-yard, and the stat sheet's gonna say 50-yard pass.
All right, you doing all this yelling. Who made the more impressive play?
Who you think?
Herbert.
I'm going with
How?
Herbert made it more.
Breaking that tackle is way more impressive than breaking that one.
I mean, I don't know if we're gonna brag about 9 sacks. Anyway,
It was a shortened season. He got injured.
see another bad team lose the
Oh, my
game.
goodness.
That's what I seen. Bad tackling, bad angles. Look at this.
Yeah.
This is high school Harry football. Bro, we up 1. It's 30 seconds left. Tackle the guy inbounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we don't do that. We go 60 yards down the field. A 2-yard pass goes 50-something yards. And nobody says a word about the wide receiver.
Shady,
this league is crazy.
Lad made a crazy
This is
play.
the only league where the quarterback will get credit if they win the game and he don't play great. But if the defense loses the game, right, they're going to blame the defense no matter what. No matter how bad the quarterback played. I hate this about football.
Man, you standing on the soapbox today.
The new day and age, I hate the way they talk about it. With the Cowboys today, you kept talking about how bad the defense was. They didn't play well today. No, they didn't.
No.
But you didn't say anything about how the Cowboys had to punt the ball back to the Panthers, and the Panthers took that 6-minute drive to kick a field goal. This like right now, we talking how much Herbert did, dude.
So is it all on the
My
offense?
man did a 60-yard run by himself, and we not talking about it. The quarterback, I wish I was a quarterback. They got it made.
Yeah. They do though, but they also touch the ball more than anybody else.
Great play by Herbert.
That's like,
in case you
are
don't
they not
drop the
supposed
ball,
to? They handle the ball every day.
What's the chat saying? Is the chat saying it was
Yeah,
a better
let's-
play
let's-
by
let's see what
Herbert?
the chat's saying.
Or is the chat saying, no poll, y'all just talk to us in the comments in real time.
a lot of
Y'all
people
know we
saying Lad
making sure-
McConkey made the play.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Real quick, for the people out there, do you know how hard it is to run your ass full speed across field, catch the ball, and then stop, whoop, and then keep going? That's hard to do.
Yeah,
I did it in my sleep.
It's pretty.
But it's super hard to do. Seriously though, it's still burning in my head. When the day I put the dirt in my head, you might. But no, this is hard to do though.
Shady on one today, man. Shady on one today.
Nah,
We
man.
got
Goodness,
Shady in
like,
rare
yo,
form.
nobody gets no credit no more.
Got Shady in rare form, bruh. My dog.
I'll give you that. That
Oh,
was funny.
yo,
though.
this hurt me right here.
Yeah. All right. So speaking of your home state of Pennsylvania,
Nah, I gotta pour some
this
out my
past
dog.
weekend we got to talk about some college.
You need a glass, bro? You need trash?
you
can?
need to pour up.
Is there any water? Is there extra water here?
You need to pour up.
I
You need water.
got water in my cup.
Hold on. I got a water. Hold on.
Yeah, I love my man. It's my
Look.
dog right here.
Hey, no free ads, though.
Yeah,
no
no.
free advertising.
Keep
No
keeping
free
the thing
advertising.
rolling though. We got to talk about James Franklin getting let go after back-to-back losses. Or actually, I'm sorry, 3 straight losses. They lost to Oregon, lost to UCLA, and then this past weekend lost to Northwestern, 2 of the worst teams in the entire Big Ten. They dropped games to. And, Penn State fans were upset yesterday. Today, $50 million buyout was hit. He got let go. Fellas, I mean, this is. Do you guys agree with the decision?
Hell yes. Don't even ask the rest of the
Hell
question.
wow, okay.
Hell yes. Shady,
Hell no.
Let me convince
Wow.
Shady why. James Franklin is the first coach in the history of college football to lose consecutive games when his team has been favored by 20 or more points. That's the first thing. Second thing, James Franklin was 0-15, Shady, versus top 5 teams. James Franklin was 4-21 versus top 10 teams. James Franklin, Shady, was 3-17 versus Michigan and Ohio State. James Franklin was at Penn State for 12 years and won 1 Big Ten championship. Not 1 national championship, 1 Big Ten championship. James Franklin had the likes of Saquon Barkley, Micah Parsons, Abdul Carter, Jahan Dotson. He had really competent quarterbacks in Trace McSorley and even Drew Aller. And you have 1 Big Ten championship, 3-17 versus Michigan, Ohio State. I will not applaud a fish for swimming, and I will not applaud James Franklin for beating Rutgers and for beating lower tier teams like Maryland in the Big Ten. I will not applaud a coach for doing what a coach is supposed to do. What I will applaud a coach for is beating top 10 teams, of which James Franklin did 4 out of 25 times. I will applaud a coach for beating top 5 teams, of which James Franklin did never out of 15 times.
Yeah.
I will applaud a coach for being Michigan and Ohio State, of which James Franklin beat 3 out of 20 times. So he had to be fired. I'm not for anybody losing their job, but James Franklin was robbing the country in broad daylight, and he was robbing Penn State.
I can't say that. I don't like this move. Did he win the big one? No, he didn't. But was he not in the playoffs last year though, Acho?
Yeah.
Everybody
They were
was.
1 game away from the championship.
Everybody
There
was.
was 12 teams in the
Everybody was
playoffs.
not 1 game away from being a national
Penn
championship.
State will go to the playoffs every year.
Wait, no. So making the playoffs, I'm not going to think it's an easy thing to do because it's not easy, for one. For 2 is, it's easy to go to
If it's
playoffs
Penn
now.
State.
For Penn State,
For
yes.
Penn State,
For
yes.
Penn State last year, it was very easy
Yo.
for them to go to playoffs.
I come from an era where you got to go out there and actually do it. So he actually did it and went to the playoffs. Number 2, last year he was 1 game away from the national championship. Is that correct?
Yeah.
That's not easy either, though. It's not easy. It's not easy.
Yeah.
And his tender of being at Penn State, he's been a winning coach. He's been a winning coach. Name me some coaches I heard
It's
this.
not impressive.
Shady.
Name
Shady.
me coaches I heard this winning championships. No,
impressive.
no, real quick.
Yeah.
Other than Georgia, the old Alabama, which they're never getting back to that. Who else? Am I missing anybody else?
Ryan Day.
Ryan
Dabo.
Day at Ohio
Oh,
State.
whoa. Them days over with Clemson. It's over with.
Yeah.
They ain't doing no more of that.
That was when
I'm
he
just
comes
saying.
in, yeah.
Okay,
Those are the teams that have won that.
So in Ohio State,
On
Ohio State and Georgia is the only team that's out there going out there that's winning championships.
That's not why this is happening.
Here's my
though.
problem.
That's
Right?
not what is
Here's
happening.
my problem, 2-5. On James Franklin's watch, Harbaugh came in and got 1. On his watch, Urban, if I'm not mistaken, in 14 got 1. Someone correct me if I'm wrong.
Nope.
On his watch, Ryan Day last year got 1. On his watch, these 3 coaches have gone into the Big Ten. And on James Franklin's watch, gotten them.
What the hell you act like the losers nobodies?
Ryan Day was a nobody. Ryan Day was an offensive
Ryan
coordinator for
Day
you.
works for who? Ohio State, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they get all the best players.
Shady, he was a nobody. He was
Yo,
he was on a staff in Philly.
This is the problem.
Nobody's a nobody when you coach for Ohio State. Just like all the quarterbacks.
Penn State.
All the quarterbacks
So
in
what's
the
Penn
NFL,
State?
a lot of them be nobodies.
What's
But
Penn State?
when you at Ohio State, you somebody.
Sir, what is Penn State?
You talked about Abdul Carter. You talked about the Michael Parsons.
Saquon Barkley.
And he couldn't win with them, though.
But them guys, to go to Penn State, a lot is because of him. I want to see where that be. So for real quick, he recruited me in high school. One of the best recruiters I've ever had. I wanted to go. He had me so riled up to go to Maryland. I'm an All-American. Well, I have no business even going to a Maryland game. But James Franklin was the guy that brought me there, right? So now, if you couldn't beat Ohio State, Michigan's, Georgia, you can't beat them dudes then. You think he leave? He gonna beat them now? because I guarantee they will not get the same recruits. I'll tell you that right now.
Shady.
Let me ask this. Do you think that John Harbaugh deserves to keep his job after this season?
Which one? Oh, you said John Harbaugh?
Yeah, John Harbaugh in Baltimore.
I don't. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, look. Let me present to you why he's getting fired.
Which one?
James Franklin. While at Penn State since 2014, how many times have they beaten Ohio State? They played Ohio State every single year. One time.
Yeah, 1 in 10,
they beat him one time in 2016. Over that time span, you have let Michigan win a national championship, Ohio State win multiple national championships. The past 2 years, this is the real reason why I believe he's going to let go. Penn State was ranked number 2 to start off this season. They were one of the most hyped up teams. They brought back so much talent. They have the most returning talent of any top 10 team in the entire country this year. They come back this year the same way that Michigan returned all their talent, the same way that Ohio State returned all their talent the past 2 years and won national championships. James Franklin brings all those guys back, and what does he do? He loses to Oregon. He loses yet another game against a top flight team in that conference. Then he loses to UCLA, who was 0-4. Yeah. Then he loses to Northwestern. You're not doing a good enough job. As a matter of fact, boosters were probably looking at this saying, dang, we really paid all this money in NIL to get all of these players back and really go all out for this one season. We paid this quarterback crazy. He's supposed to be a top-round pick, a top 10 pick in the NFL draft, and now he's got a season-ending injury. Our entire team is in complete shambles, and the playoffs are completely out of the question. Mm-hmm. They can't win with him. Yeah. They cannot win. This is his most talented team. Yeah. They can't win with him.
And you know what's crazy?
Man.
But
you can't do anything about it.
This is his most talented team, and this is as down as college football has been in years.
Yeah.
Like, there's no good quarterback play. Drew Aller should have been the savior. Like, there's about 3 good quarterbacks in college football. Man. So my thought process is, and here's the worst part about it, you can't watch Indiana go to Autzen Stadium, beat Oregon in Oregon, Little Indiana, and then you want to have a whole whiteout, and that same Oregon team that Indiana just beat with them recruits and that lack of NIL money, you can't beat. So while Indiana is beating Oregon on the road, you're losing to Northwestern on the same day? Hey, man. Yeah, completely unacceptable.
Bad year, but it's funny how things just changed. The dude was 1 game for the national championship, and nobody wants to talk about that.
Because what's there to talk about?
Because it's so easy to do, right?
We don't talk about losing.
It's so easy to do. So we'll see the next time Penn State will be 1 game from national championship.
I'll put it this way. That entire year last year, they never beat a team of equal caliber talent the entire season. Mm-hmm. They lost to Ohio State. Yeah, they lost.
Hold on.
So hold on. Let me write down the schedule. Sure. They lost to Ohio State, a team that was equally, if not more talented. Understandable. They lost to Oregon in the Big Ten championship, a team that was equally talented, if not more. Then you go to the playoff. You get the luck of the draw to get Boise State, who is Ashton Genty and a bunch of Jags. Mm-hmm. Then you go play a Notre Dame team, missing players on their defensive line and offensive line, and you lose. You should have beat them in a game that you had control of. You had control of the Oregon game early this year, and you lost it. He continues to lose. He is a loser whenever it comes to these big games.
Yeah, I can't even talk no more about what you guys, yo. Y'all football players, right? Y'all don't sound like it. Y'all make all these excuses. You gotta play the game.
You gotta win games, though.
This is like some high school Harry in the barbershop talk conversation. 0-15. Y'all telling me about guys not playing and all this, and who they in the luck of the draw? What are you talking about?
They 0-15,
bro.
Dude, answer me that.
Answer you what?
0-15 versus top 5 teams.
Answer me this. They were 1 game from the national championship.
And they didn't go.
They didn't beat a single top 10 team last year.
But that's not easy. That's not this easy to do.
But it's not enough.
What are you talking about?
If you have 12 years at Penn State, it's just not enough.
Who your favorite team?
Texas, obviously.
What do they be doing? All them recruits, all that money. What do they do?
And we fire coaches.
Yeah, we fire coaches.
But I'm saying, what do they do?
We made it as far as Penn State last year.
Who's your favorite? Oh, you like Texas too?
Yeah.
Name me some other schools other than Georgia,
Bama.
No, I'm not going to use Bama because the real coach ain't there anymore. Georgia, and I'm going to go Ohio State.
Okay.
Mm. All they do is win. That's it. Who else?
If they would continue.
Here's my problem.
Who else doing it?
Here's my problem. Shady, if this was a 3-year sample size, bet.
Yeah.
It's been 12
years.
12.
12 years of not being able to finish.
If it was a 3-year sample size,
so y'all saying he's not a winner? Is that what y'all saying?
I think I'm going to go nerd on you if you know for a moment. What was the name of the Georgia coach before Kirby Smart?
Mark Richt.
I think he's the same person.
He's the same as Mark Richt.
Same guy as Mark Richt. Remember, Mark Richt was good at Georgia.
He's a winner.
Could never beat Bama. could never beat like LSU. Mark Richt leaves, they get Kirby Smart, Georgia becomes a powerhouse. I think Penn State is such a program and has a hub of talent and people that just want to go to Penn State because of the resume of Penn State. I think you could win better there.
If you continuously lose to any team close to you in talent, and that happens for over a decade plus, you're a fraud at that point. I'm sorry.
I used to look at Notre Dame players and Penn State players like the same. I just, that was my thing. I couldn't really take them real serious. For real, let's be honest. He's changed that. Like, it's all type of cats going to Penn State, right? And I ain't trying to say what type of cat. All type going to Penn State. I don't know if they're with the same talent no more. So don't think they're gonna get no Saquons. That's dead. You ain't gonna get no more Parsons. That's
maybe not. But he didn't do enough with him.
He didn't win anything with him.
Because think about this for a moment.
That's the problem.
Think about this. Coach O at LSU.
Yeah.
He hit a lick with the Jamars, with the Justin Jeffersons, with the Joes. He got a quick chip and got out. Well,
hold up. That's not the whole case. Why did he get out?
Some stuff popped out.
All right. Okay. So so let's come on now.
But I'm saying,
come on.
If you can put together a roster, and obviously Micah and Saquon and Abdul weren't all there at the same time, but if you can put together a roster that has these elite players, because I think they had KJ Hamler, Jahan Dotson, a really good running back.
Saquon, they had crazy offensive linemen year in and year out.
And you had Trace
Miles
McSorley.
Sanders was good in
college.
college.
Yes, who was? It was Miles Sanders, KJ Hamler, Jahan Dotson, and I think Trace McSorley or some other quarterback that was competent.
In those 12 years,
they had to win something.
In those 12 years with Saquon Barkley, that was the 1 year with Saquon Barkley and Trace McSorley where they had a top 50 offense. In 12 years, you're at Penn State. You're playing Rutgers. You're in the same conference as Ohio State. You have Rutgers. You have Northwestern. You have Indiana whenever they were bad. Illinois when they were bad. Like, you had so many teams that you could have capitalized off of.
Can I get my one?
You just can't win.
Because I'm all about respect. Hey, James Franklin, you know, when something happens, right? When tragedy hits, you got to pour her out. You know what I mean? When I got traded from the Eagles, my boys back home on the team, Sproles, Brent Selleck, they pour a little out for me. You know
pouring out for my dog. Just a little one. I got to pay for that.
Now listen,
that's expensive.
James Franklin, you've been a great coach. I don't care what they said. You was one game away from being a national championship game. That's big. You're a winner, one of the best recruits I've ever seen. Penn State, y'all losing a great one.
Hey, can somebody clean that up? Can somebody?
Yeah,
I'm paying for that.
He's pouring more. He's pouring more.
This is it's expensive. Anybody have a towel? Thank you.
Yeah, we're gonna get that cleaned up.
Hey, yo, and if anything ever goes wrong with me, y'all pour a little out for me too.
Always, my dog.
Nah,
the Eagles traded you. What you think?
Come on now.
Poured out a whole can.
Come on now.
It was tough. I'll pour one out for you, though. You know, for sure. Emmanuel, maybe not you, but Shady for sure. All right, well, fellas, it was a phenomenal Sunday. It's time to close up the bar, though. We're going to go to last call here. I want you guys to leave us with some last thoughts here on this NFL week.
Last thought. We got 2 games tomorrow. Another one of those double headers. You got the Atlanta Falcons and we got the Commanders. That's going to be a really interesting game.
Yep.
So we got 2 games tomorrow. Tap in on that. We're going live at 8:15 again Pacific, 11:15 Eastern, I believe. But honestly, there's more parity, Care Bear, I would say, in the NFL than ever. So I'm just glad we get to talk about it with y'all. Appreciate y'all hanging.
No, amazing day. Shady, any last thoughts?
James Franklin, dog. Another brother they didn't try to do dirty. Don't let. Hey, look, get that $50 million though. Yeah.
You already got it.
Yeah, get that $50 million though. Real talk.
Yeah, I'm going to leave you with Cowboys. Please don't disappoint me anymore. Also, Eagles fans, you're lying if you wouldn't trade Dak for Jalen Hurts right now. Appreciate y'all. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time, we'll see you guys tomorrow night. Peace.
Y'all Longhorn fans though?
Yeah.
What they ever do?